Doubled those dice.
Hi guys, we're back for session 34 of the Tales of Two Brothers. First of all, most importantly, we have to say happy birthday to David, Darian. It's his birthday today.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Yes, thank you guys.
Congratulations. This will come out
yeah.
not on your birthday, but yes.
Yeah, this
At the rate we're going, it might do.
We are. Yeah, true.
So yeah, we're everyone ready to play some D&D.
Indeed, we are. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Please.
Cool. So, the recap from the last session. You started that session mixed into the crowd of Goliaths that made a circle surrounding Blue and Barg. Also in the circle was the village elder and a few female Goliaths from the Ovum. The elder proceeded to ask the crowd to voice their opinions on the two chosen for the ritual. Lovely words were spoken on both sides, but with the majority of the words landing in favour of Blue. During the words from Red, Barg's father was heard making some horrible comments by Kaya. Saber tried and failed to use the voice of Tia to demand that Blue be released from the ritual, but most of the crowd just ignored you before Z picked you up by your hair. After all the words were spoken, Blue was chosen for the ritual and was carried off on the shoulders to the teeny giant for a drink. Everyone followed suit, but Kaya, you followed Barg and his father, who headed around the outskirts of the town, stopping when they arrived at the stores. Kaya, you overheard a short conversation with the two Goliaths before you were heard hiding in the shadows. Kaya, you questioned the reason for why these two weren't at the tavern before charming Barg. He told you that he was upset that he wasn't picked, and before he could tell you why his dad didn't like Red, you were punched in the mouth by his dad. Kai was told to leave and not to come back to the store, and were also told to drop what you did to his son, but you didn't. He then proceeded to break his son's nose in an attempt to break the spell that you had cast. Kai, you left after giving him a very stern warning. At the Teen Giant, Z and Saber, you took up defensive positions at the entrances of the tavern, with Saber still on the beam above looking out. Didn't spot Kaya, who surprised Saber, and Kaya, you passed on the warning about Barg and his father. Kaya, you also suggested that the two of you should practice your elven skills whilst jumping down from this beam. Inside the tavern, the other Goliaths were putting drinks in the hands of Blue and Red, as Darian, you jammed with Bard with your new loot, and got some fairly well. It was fairly well received. Yeah. Z and Kaya, you chatted to Red, who told you about the fight that he had with Ruckus, Barg's dad. He also told you about the way the jobs are handed out and the way the tribe works. As time went on, drinks began to flow, and Darian, you saw Trog putting a stone into the waistband of Blue's trousers. Trog explained that it was a game they play and not to tell Blue. Saber, you saw nothing as the tavern got busier and busier, and you guys all began to hear the drums. Everyone left the tavern to form lines at the edge of the roads, shouting, "Outlander, Outlander." And after some words of wisdom from Red, Blue, you walked the streets to the edge of the town, hand in hand with the elder. When you arrived at the edge of town, you gestured towards a crack in the bottom of a mountain. Entering it, Blue, you saw this large cavern with a pool of still water and a cauldron and a tankard set above some runes. Blue, you made a bed out of moss and petals before drinking from the cauldron and began to grow to the size of around 15 feet tall. After hearing the word swim, Blue, you entered the pool through the tunnel and saw the naked figure of the orange-skinned giant. After Blue entered the cave, the party, bar Kaya, went back to Red's tent for a drink, and so Z could tend to the nearly finished potion of strength. Kaya, you decided to post up near the entrance of the Elder's hut and tranced. During Kaya's trance, you were interrupted by Barg, who through tears told you that his dad Ruckus had gone after Blue. Kaya, you sent Barg off to find Z, whilst you yourself went to tell the ladies of the Ovum and what happened, and then head to the cave entrance. Arriving, you saw the giant form of Ruckus, who caught an arrow that you fired at him. After the sensual use of spells, Blue, sensing danger, arrived naked in the pool, and together you fought Ruckus. Back at Red's tent, the party was interrupted by Barg, who told you what his father had done. The party rushed off to find Kaya and Blue fighting Ruckus in this cave. Together, you brought down the large figure, and as his breath began to falter, lying on the floor, Saber, you stabilized him. And we now hear this echoing silence as the cave, sort of, you can hear the slight dripping of water hitting the pool as everything is still. And that's where we start tonight's session.
Straight in, Z would like to go over to Ruckus and fully inspect his body, looking for any signs of interruption by, or not interruption. Yeah, basically. Z would like to know that it was just him doing it on his own back, or whether he's been persuaded to do it by something.
Yeah, you can give me a, let's say, medicine or insight check, maybe?
Not investigation?
Well, give me an investigation check as well. Yeah.
+4, so that would be a 13.
13. You inspect this body. It takes you a little while because it is now sort of 12 foot long. It doesn't seem to be like sporting any like glowing runes or sort of any weird, strange tattoos or anything like that. Not that nothing that's out of the ordinary from what you've already seen going around. Like sort of Moss Rock and Blizzard's Peak, but yeah, you just don't find anything out of the ordinary.
Does he start to shrink down, or do we know when he will start to shrink back down to normal size?
Give me an Arcana check.
I was gonna say, have the yeah, I'll do an Arcana check. Oh, that's no good. That's a 6.
Yeah, you're none the wiser to what has happened in this room, Saber. You don't know why he's this big.
Okay.
Does he know?
Darian's going to kind of puff his chest out. He's not going to say anything, but he's going to be cleaning his rapier and puffs his chest out, and he's looking at the rest of the group. Just sort of some gratification because he was the one who got the final blow. But when nothing comes, he kind of then stupors back down into and is in a bit of a huff, I guess.
I'm still a giant snake, and last time I remember I was stunned by him. Will that have worn off now?
That has now since worn off, yeah.
Awesome. I'm gonna unwild shape.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe I'm nude, just for everyone at home. Well, my clothes I assume didn't grow with a potion.
You've been naked more than anybody else in this campaign.
Oh no, it's freedom, isn't it? Like a toddler.
But last session before you drank the potion, or as you drank the potion, Phil realised you were getting bigger. You stripped off and left. There's literally a pile of Blue's clothes and garments.
Small clothes that I won't be able to fit in currently.
Okay. Don't kill him, please, and give me a minute.
And can I swim back to where I came from?
Mm-hmm.
Can I see that Blue looks a little bit beaten up? Because I want to.
Yeah, Blue's sporting some big welts. Yeah, from where he was.
Okay. Then I will cast Healing Word for 2d4 plus 2 healing. Get well soon.
So formal. Give that man some inspiration, please.
I've already got inspiration, and that's going to be really good. That's 13 healing points back to you, sir.
Yeah. That's cracking, mate. Cheers. I'll take
Yeah,
it.
you're welcome.
Oh yeah. Then I'll dive under, I guess.
Cool. You dive under the water, begin swimming. As you hear, like, get well soon, as you sort of, like, dive under, you see these large feet disappear under the water as Blue dives and disappears from view. A few seconds later, Blue, you pop your head back up into this room, which was stone wall, stone bed, and then cut into the sides of the stone cave, which is sort of shelves with wine bottles, things like that on it, candles to light it up. It is completely empty now. Okay. I mean, the bed's still there, the shelves and the bottles of wine, the candles are still on fire, but there's nobody in here.
Can I look for tracks? Yeah. Survival.
Give me an investigation check. Yeah, survival check or investigation.
Oh. 11.
You spot a footprint, and begin tracking it, and you realise it's yours.
Damn it.
After about 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Okay, well, no benefit of the doubt for me then, is there?
So it takes you 5 minutes to find it, and then you find it, and then about 20, 30 seconds after, you realise it's your own footprint.
Okay. It's the footprints where he started looking for footprints, isn't it? If he's walked around the room looking for footprints.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
If I was a footprint, where would I be? Oh, what's what here?
Could I have a Constitution saving throw from you as well, please, Blue?
No. I mean, well, yeah.
Well,
yes, you can.
It's going to be a really long swim back.
15.
Just to stay big, I think.
You feel like your toes begin to get shorter, and like the tips of your fingers begin to recede back into your fingers, but it's a very slow process, so you end up with sort of like, as it happens, you end up with like tiny fingers on giant hands, and then your hands, small hands on giant arms, then sort of like it just sort of slowly working its way back to your core. This just begins to happen.
I didn't think of any cool things to do whilst I was big still, so I'm just gonna, I don't know, what would a kid do if they're just big? Like jump around a bit? I don't know.
I believe they made a film about it.
I don't know, these films that you speak of were in a fantasy world.
You sort of excited child running around this room. The room, as you begin to get smaller, it becomes quite daunting because the bed's sort of the bed level's slowly rising up towards your head height. As like things as you begin to shrink, everything seems to grow around you.
It's like Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
That is.
If you shrink,
then I'll swim back through. But if other things happen in those 5 minutes, please feel free.
What's everyone else doing as Blue disappears under the water?
Once Z has finished inspecting the body, she'll look up. Kaya, could you pass me your rope, please? And if you could, just give me a hand. And Z would like to, with Kaya's help, tie up Ruckus, and not in a comfortable way. This is hog-tied, arms behind the back, wrenched, almost popping the shoulders out of sockets. Even though he's massive, I don't care. She doesn't care. Z will make this as uncomfortable as possible.
Love it. Give me a sleight of hand check with advantage if Kai's helping you.
8 the advantage.
Sleight of hand, that would be a 21.
21. You use all 50 feet of rope tying this giant form up. You sort of tie his hands backwards and begin tying it around his actual hands, keeping his fingers outstretched, and then you even interlock fingers together. So
Before you say any more, could she have done it in a way that as he shrinks, all Z has got to do is pull the rope as he shrinks, and it just compresses down with him?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's sort of hog tie, so his hands behind his back, sort of back to front. His legs are crossed. and you tie it in, like you say, tie it in such a way that all you need to do when he starts to shrink is to pull on this rope, and it will begin to just tighten up the knot. It's a bit like a noose or something, or a lasso.
Yep.
The tighter you pull it, the stronger it gets. You begin to tie these knots, tie them up. It takes you 20-30 minutes, even with like Kaya's help, with you like throwing rope to Kaya catching it, doing this exact same as you are and throwing it back. It still takes probably 20 minutes to get this done.
It's the best 20 minutes Z would have spent for quite some time.
Blue, you appear in the as they're like doing this.
I is definitely humming whilst we're doing it too, just quite happily. Just...
Cool.
I put my clothes back on if they fit, and if not, then I hold them around my genitals until they do fit, and then put them on.
Yeah. As soon as you come out of like the water, you are back to your normal size.
Oh, beautiful. It's still big, don't worry, guys. It's just cold water. I'll just put my clothes back now.
God, what's the dog just done?
Yeah, you get dressed, Blue. Just all this dripping noise. It's like water that's condensed to the ceiling is dripping onto the floor or onto the pool. Yeah.
Water's dripping. The DM's telling us we must investigate it. It's clearly like it's like a.
It's been mentioned a couple of times, so I'm getting a bit suspicious of this dripping water.
I'll do an investigation check to see if I can see if this is a natural source of dripping.
Cool. The two of you investigate the dripping water. Go for it.
Are you advantage, or are you just rolling twice? Yeah.
So you're using. Yeah, Darian's going to help you, so you can roll with advantage.
Cool. That's really helpful because the second roll was a nat 20.
Nice.
So, yeah, and I'm +0 to investigation, so that's what it is.
Sweet. You're looking around. You're realizing that this pool is quite warm water. It's not freezing cold. This is like some sort of spring.
Blue, you lied to us. It is that small.
Nope, I just peed in it a little. Sorry. I know it's sacred.
The water is. The water is heating up. Obviously, it's like small amounts of steam coming off it, hitting the ceiling, and then cooling and dripping into the pool.
All right. Oh, so it's just condensation then. Amazing. Well, that's probably the only nat 20 I'll get tonight, so that's good.
Well used.
Yeah. Thanks for the help, Darian. And
no problem. Anytime.
Good shot on taking this guy down.
Well, it just comes naturally to me. Yeah.
Modest as well.
As always.
I mean, thanks you guys for helping out. By the way, I don't know why he did this. Well, I kind of do, I guess. You know, he's just a bit of a resentful guy, I guess. I mean, my dad knows him a little more. I wouldn't say better.
Has he got any friends or family that you know of that might be a bit annoyed at us?
Oh, friend. I don't think so. I mean, if he's doing this is like a pretty big no-no. I'm pretty sure the Ovums are gonna like charge in a minute, and you know, there's going to be some reprimanding of some kind, so I guess it's good.
Should we maybe get out of it?
Well, I guess we should take him to.
Yeah, I don't think we have to rush out. I warned them before we came in, so they know it wasn't us.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
We've not killed him or anything. He'll come back round eventually.
Yeah, but you know, let's keep him out for the moment. I'll just pick him up sort of gently and walk him out.
Is he still absolutely massive, or is he back? He is still absolutely massive. All right. I would like to watch Blue struggle to pick up a 15-foot giant. Go on, Blue, you can do it. Throw him over your shoulder. Be easy.
Is that a spell? No, it's not. Maybe with the power of friendship, we could all use this rope to drag them out.
Oh, you want some? Yeah, we could. I'm sure we could help.
It'd be appreciated, please. Can we start pulling him out of the cave? I guess.
Yeah, of course.
I'll give him a hand.
I might even make you roll it. There's enough. There's 5 of you here.
Because we've unlocked the secret power of friendship.
Yes, using the power of friendship, you drag this giant across the ground with the rope, hitting every large stone. Probably, I suspect Kaya's at the front, going, "There's a big stone there," and then guiding the rest of them to pull over the stones.
Over the stones, yeah.
And then seeing this,
Yeah.
I'll be saying to Saber at the back, "Could you maybe keep a couple of spare the dines handy?"
Yeah, don't worry. If he looks like he's going again, I'll just bring him back.
Yeah. You, within a couple of minutes, get into the entrance of the cave. He's now covered in gravel rash. Got some new fresh cuts on him as you've dragged him across the ground. You get to the entrance. It comes quite apparent that he is not going to fit back through this gap in the rock.
Oh well, we should just drag him back then.
Oh, well,
Saber, how good is your mending capability? Because we could just chop him down a bit.
Listen, I mean, I don't particularly like the guy, but his kid's out there, man. Come on, you don't really want to do that in front of the... I know he's not a child, but I wouldn't want to see my dad chopped up in front of me. Even
I could
scuffle.
I could do cure wounds, but he might regain consciousness and then be really pissed if we've taken an arm or something.
Well, why don't we just tie him to a big rock and then come back for him later on when he's shrunk down a bit?
I don't mind waiting with him, and I can be a big snake, so I don't think there's anything to worry about. And maybe someone just go and find the ladies and point them. I think they're already on the way, so I'll just wait for them here, I guess. But if you guys want to head,
We could all just wait.
Yeah, let's drag him back, tie him to a rock, and then
He's gonna wish he was dead by this point.
And then we'll wait for them to get here and they can take over.
we don't have to drag him anymore. I think we could just leave him where he is at the moment.
How are they going to get in?
Form of
Blocking the door.
Dragging him around.
I think you get him to about here before realizing that he's not going to fit through the hole.
Yeah, I don't think he's fully wedged. I'm not sure we're pushing him out like a cork.
Well, how do we know he won't go out then? Let's try and push him out.
It's pretty apparent, I think, mate. You could see his belly's going over the roof for sure.
Right. I think you just lack ambition.
I just think I could shrink him right now. I just don't want to waste a spell slot.
Okay.
Whatever a spell slot is.
I don't think he's worth the energy of dragging him either.
All right, fine. Let's just chill then. We'll hang out. We'll wait. Is there any way I could maybe salvage some of the liquid that was out of the cauldron that was spilled during the fight?
Are you asking that to the DM or out loud?
I am. I'm asking that to the DM. Well, I'm asking. Yeah, DM. Let's ask the DM because he will have a better. He'll know.
Give me a investigation check.
It's a 5.
Yeah.
With my background, could I assist him? Please.
You can. Yeah, you can assist him.
Does that mean I get another roll? Okay, let's hope it's better than a 5 then. It's a 6.
Well, it's better than a 5.
Look, it's really soaked into the dirt there.
Yeah.
Genuinely was the best roll of the night.
Just remember you used it up on the dripping from the ceiling. You go and scour the ground, and you realise that a lot of this concoction that was in the cauldron was already drunk before it was smashed, and it's only small droplets here and there that are sort of around, sort of the dregs of maybe a pint glass, maybe say quarter of a pint that it's been spilled on the floor, and which has been either gone into the cracks of the rock or washed into the pool.
Right. Oh, I was gonna maybe have some fun with that.
Whilst we're looking at that, Saber, can I just ask you why did you keep him alive?
Well, it's not really our place to just kill people, is it? I think.
I also want to keep him alive, personally.
I learned a lesson.
You're not there.
I learned a lesson back in.
Did we walk away to where this stuff was?
Yeah, I imagine we're back sort of around here, aren't we?
I feel like it's an open room. Unless you whispered, then sorry.
Okay, I will quietly say that to Saber.
I killed some thieves back in Breeze a while ago, and it's never really sat right with me that they didn't face a trial, and obviously a tiefling raised that with me, and I feel that there's other ways of doing this, and this town will have its own laws and rules. And
I just feel sorry for Blue now, because whenever he is not with his father, he has got to worry now what Ruckus could potentially do. We could have done nothing.
I expect the town will have something in place that will mean he faces justice.
I would hazard a guess if the rest of the town is anything like Blue, he'll get a slap on the wrist and be told not to do it again.
But the rest of the town will be on Red's side, and if I'd killed him, then we'd got the son to worry about, and I've had to kill him as well to, stop a later revenge attack. So, when does the killing stop? See, don't get me wrong. I know there's a time and a place when reason can't be brought forward, but I think this guy can be saved. I think he doesn't need to die, and if he does, then we can kill him in a little while anyway. So we took him down once, we can do it again.
Fair enough.
As you come to your sort of the end of the conversation there, the rest of you begin to hear multiple running footsteps coming from the entrance of the cave. And as you look up, you see 6 women wearing these white cloaks, which are sort of furled back. Each are sporting leather armor and are carrying a variety of weaponry. Looks like very thin swords made of bone. A couple of them are holding bone spears with large, jagged, like almost from where you're looking, like maybe even some sort of prehistoric animal tooth as a blade. As they come rushing in, see Ruckus on the floor tied up, and sort of pull back on their weaponry as one of them steps forward. Are you guys okay?
Yeah, everything seems fine. They weren't in the cave afterwards. Just letting you know, housekeeping, unless you guys went and sorted that first.
Oh, that was our main priority. She's
Good.
Yeah, she's safe.
Yeah, same. Good, thank you. But yeah, here he is. I don't know why he was being weird. Guess he's just a bit jealous or something. I'm not sure.
Okay. He didn't say anything to any of the others?
I mean, he probably said something to Barg, I guess. Maybe, I don't know.
Barg has been detained. Well, we'll deal with him when he wakes up.
Is there a way we could get our rope back?
We are quite particular about our rope.
It's Kaya. It's all she's got, really.
It's family rope.
She's got.
I can always get another one. I just don't really have the money right now. It's not that I'm precious about this particular rope.
We can't afford rope.
Poor girl's delusional.
We need that rope for other things, maybe. Who knows? Who knew?
There is like about a second of just silence as like your voice trails out and echoes around the cave, Saber, before there's a loud sigh. She goes, "Yes, I'm sure when he's returned to his normal size, we will untie him and you can have your rope back."
Brilliant. Thank you.
Could you also kindly send us word when he awakens, please? I'd like to have a word with him.
She nods at you. And then, right, and sort of gestures to the entrance to the cave.
Z starts walking back to the tent, to Red's.
As you sort of exit out, you see there is like a small gathering. There is Red, Trog. There is the shaman, the village elder, sort of waiting in this crowd, surrounded by more of these female Goliaths in these white cloaks, holding torches, sort of eagerly looking towards. But they are stood back. I'll bring you back onto the other map. Sort of stood back at that line of the huts. They haven't sort of ventured forwards. So this hopefully should bring you back here now. But where this blue line is, that's where they're all like huddled waiting. As people come out, you come out, they sort of looking. Red just shouts, "Blue! Is Blue there? Is he alright?"
Oh, Red, Dad, sorry, yep. Hello.
Yeah. Come on! And he's sort of gesturing.
Oh, okay, yep. Hello. You alright?
As you get closer, he gives you a bone-crushing hug.
Oh,
He's like, yeah. Look, I didn't know what to think. I didn't know if you were going to be all right.
Oh, I'm always going to be fine. You know me.
Well, what happened?
Which bit? I don't know what kind of detail. I don't know what the conversation after these sort of things are.
No. Forget about what you and the Oven did. What happened with Ruckus?
I don't know. I guess he drank the potion and was just really mad and angry, and we kind of just took him down as a group, not just Darian on his own.
A big sigh. There's a big sigh comes from Darian when he says
that. He gives you like wide eyes, you tell him, and then looks at Darian. Gives you sort of like a good like upwards nod. And
I'll give one back to him.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, as long as you're all right. Yeah. He's gonna be in deep shit. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. What do you think will happen to him?
Well, they'll take him to the glacial caverns, and he'll probably be exiled.
Yeah.
To the caverns or exiled off of Moss Rock?
No, commit a crime, you don't get punishment from your own tribe just due to biased decisions. So you go to another tribe and they filter in the information and then make the decision. But he'll guaranteed he'll exiled or worse.
I mean, yeah, I feel bad that Bog's detained because of it. Did he have a part of it? Do we know? He seems alright, but...
Well, I don't know, I couldn't get... Like, he was a bit shaken up and all this, and his dad obviously hurt him a little bit, but how much did he know? Is he just telling us to stop himself getting in trouble? This is what... Yeah, I'm guessing you're walking and talking at this point. Yeah. Sort of walking up through the streets.
It doesn't seem like a bad egg.
Well, he came and told us what was going on in the first place. If he really wanted to hurt Blue, he wouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, but is it one of those... Oh, sorry, go on.
So you don't think his dad's very nice to him?
No, his dad's an asshole, for a better word, but... Did he come and find you to save his own skin? Or did he come and tell you out of fear? This is what we want to get to the bottom of, I guess.
Right. Okay. Well, I feel the intention doesn't matter. The fact that he came to us is the right thing. But it's It's your society and your rules, I guess.
It's better than not telling anyone, I guess.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Whether it's to save his own skin or to save Blue, what he did was right.
I agree.
Well, look, the elder's going to want to talk to Ruckus and some witnesses and stuff. She'll probably want to talk to you when the time comes. But in the meantime, we finish off that bottle of whiskey.
Oh, you're
Darren's eyes light up at that.
Yeah, I got the dwarven whiskey out, Blue.
Oh, I mean, well, it is a special occasion, so
Yeah.
you never let me have it before, so it'd be nice to have a try.
Suppose I could let a little drop go to me favourite son.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I've had loads. Don't worry, Blue. It's lovely.
Oh, I guess you're his favourite son now, then.
I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah, you guys walk past. You see the elder sort of waiting patiently. This one of the ladies of the Oven walks over and begins chatting to her. Give me a perception check if you want to see if you can glean any conversation as you leave.
Ooh, probably not.
Ooh.
13.
16.
Ooh, natural 20. That's my natural 20 done for the night.
We all get one.
Yeah. Time
Okay,
to shine.
anyone who rolled above a 16.
Damn.
I got 16.
28.
Damn.
What's that?
Kaya, here's
What
the-
perception. Oh, I was 27. Damn it. Even with expertise as well.
Yeah, Kaya, you, Kaya, Darian, Z as well, and Saber. Oh, not
I
Z.
rolled a
So
16.
just Saber, Darian, and Kaya. Then, you hear like the snippets of it, just explaining that Ruckus is in there. He's tied up, expertly tied up is used. Is the phrase they use. He's got minor injuries on him. And then you hear just a fleet of. So does this mean they're banished as well? That's the little bit of like you hear.
I turn around to the group and say, guys, we're getting kicked out of here. That's what I'm getting from that little bit of information.
What do you mean?
Is it-
Kicked out of here?
We might be getting banished.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, we wouldn't get banished.
Just of the smallest bit of info that I have, I'm really hamming this up, saying that we are getting kicked out, hung, drawn, and quartered.
No, they wouldn't do that.
Lou, what's the protocol been before for people interrupting the ceremony?
I don't think anyone's really done it before. There's not really many bad eggs around here. You know, they might get a couple of like maybe a thievery occasionally, but it's normally, pretty small. I don't know. I've not really seen one. Do you know, Dad?
Do we think that it's interrupting the ceremony or interfering with the clan?
I mean,
business?
even something as small as going into the cave itself as non-town folk or non-Goliaths might have been enough.
Oh.
You hear Red go. As he sort of like grabs like Blue, sort of like hurriedly walks away from other prying ears. He goes, "Yeah, that'll be what they want to discuss. Blue wouldn't be banished. It's just the rest of you. It's an ancient thing, ancient rules of going back hundreds of years. It's nobody other than a Goliath is to step foot in the caverns."
I feel like they did tell me to go.
They told her to go.
I don't know. I mean, it's the elder. She'll make the decision on that one.
guess so. You know my thought, though. I mean, I don't think the land belongs to anyone. So I get having a special places, fair enough, and I get that the giants are on their own. But I don't know. It's just a hole in the wall.
But also, we don't necessarily know that is what's happening. It's just Darian jumping to conclusions. So,
as long as we get our rope back, we can go anyway. We've got to get back to Kilk.
I mean, we have got stuff to do.
Yeah, we've got to get back to Kilk, and there's a battle forge round to get through, and
I don't know if that's going to be there anymore. I mean, to be honest.
Well, that's why we've got to get back. We've got to get some stamps.
There's also the small matter of the two brothers.
Yes.
Thing that, killed 3 of us and blinded 2. And then caused Red to come through a portal from a spider.
Yeah, all of that. The amulet, we got to figure that out still.
Well, I reckon we jump before we get pushed and we just leave.
Well, we should drink some of this dwarf whiskey first, though.
Yeah, you can't go now. You'll freeze to death if you go now.
That's a good point. I'm not going anywhere then.
Let's all get a good night's sleep, and let's look to leave in the morning.
Sounds good.
Cool. You get back to red and blue's tent. Red stokes up a fire, pours the remainder of his whiskey into glasses, hands each one of you a glass. Does a final toast to Blue, and then sort of stokes up the fire and then gets ready to sort of bed down. Again, he offers Kaya his bed.
She'll shake her head and say, "Oh no, Red, it's okay. I'm gonna stay with Z tonight."
Are you sure? I honestly don't mind.
Oh no, I couldn't possibly let you stay out of your bed for 2 nights in a row. That'd be
fine. Blue, in the morning, might have to get me out of this bed. My back's gonna go, but I'm not gonna turn it down. If Kaya doesn't want it, I'm gonna jump in it.
If your back's gonna go, why do you even have the bed?
Because you just have to get used to it. It's like one of those. The first couple of nights you sleep in it, you get a bad back. After that, it's lovely.
I mean, you can have my bunk and we can swap. I don't mind having the big bed and you can go on the bunk.
You know what else has got a good lumbar support? Wolves.
No, you're not having them in the tent.
Come on, it's my day.
Oh, you're such a big man. You managed to have sex. Oh.
Yeah. I'm a dad.
No, you're doing a voice.
Give me a persuasion.
You're not a dad. You might be a Jaffa.
I don't know what that means.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, persuasion, even less than that. Sorry. 8.
Yeah, he goes, "No, Blue, I've told you before. I'm putting my foot down. No wolves in the tent. You want to go see them, you go out there."
I do want to see him. Alright, I'm going to neck this whiskey, but then go out.
Come on, Blue, let's go and find these wolves. You haven't introduced me.
Yeah. See, they're all cool. Oh, you love, Midnight. She's I don't know. You love them all, trust me. It's good. It's good find some wolves.
What's everyone else doing as Z and Blue exit the tent?
Go ahead.
Is the whiskey still there?
I think the whiskey's drunk. The bottle is empty.
I will surreptitiously. Can I spot Darian looking for more whiskey?
I don't make it. I'm not sly about it. As soon as Red leaves, I'm literally having a good rummage around.
Red will bid you good night and then shut the curtain on his bed chambers and jump into bed, and you hear the creak of this creak of all this wood move. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Having had the one sip to toast Blue, will definitely then give the rest of the whiskey to Darian.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. And he just necks it, fully sculls it back.
Saber?
I think I'm gonna I might have a little pray tonight because it's been a minute. So yeah, I find a nice sort of quiet corner between the fire and the door, so I'm not too hot or too cold. I'll kneel down, and I would like to seek guidance from Tyr as to whether I made the right decision in sparing the life that I just spared. I've forgotten his name already. Ruckus. Yeah, should have remembered that. So yeah, I just want to know if I did the right thing.
Give me a religion check.
If I could add a second one on that, if I could just find out if Castor is doing okay. 18 plus 3 is 21.
21.
I like this die. It's good.
Pillar betrays.
Yeah. you kneel down by the fireside. Begin to pray. You close your eyes and you can hear sort of like the crackling of the fire, and Red's beginning to like heavy breathing, Kaya moving around, so Darian, and it all sort of fades as you begin to hear like little beads dropping onto metal. Just this little clattering and then clattering. Is it sort of like happening on either side of your head? You get this lovely feeling of like a hand on your shoulder, and you feel something slide into your knapsack. Something heavy slides into your knapsack, and then you feel this like warmth just spread from your shoulder across your chest. Everything you do in this next day, you can add a +1 to it.
Ooh,
as you are given the blessing of Tyr.
Yes. Thank you very much.
And as you sort of hear Red's breathing turn to snoring come back, you hear fucking butcher this.
The legend of Tyr.
No, you hear try that one on for size. Yeah.
Nice.
That's
cool.
What you hear.
Can I check what has been added to my my knapsack?
Yeah. You open your knapsack. In there is a full bottle of dwarven whiskey.
I will pull it out, look at it, look up at Darian, and sort of say, "The night is young. Shall we have another one or two?"
And I'm like, yes, definitely. I grab it out of his hand. I'll neck a little bit and then pass it back. And he goes, I've been thinking about this one. And I get out my flute. And I think, I've named this little melody The Slayer of Ruckus. And I start to play a tune on my flute, I guess. Amazing. Something a bit melancholy, something a bit quiet and melancholy. And then it maybe picks up near the end.
Cool.
Yeah.
Give me a performance check.
Oh, hello. Right. So I rolled an 18, and that will be a 24.
24. The notes are played perfectly. Like this it's like this slow melody that builds and builds, gets faster and faster toward the end, and then sort of tails off. Problem is the flute's just not quite working for you. It's just like they're not out of tune but they're just the notes aren't like lasting as long as you really want them to on this like hand like carved flute. But the song is brilliant, like made up on the spot or thought about in the last couple of hours. It's a beautiful tune, but it just doesn't feel quite right as it comes out the end of the flute.
I haven't quite got the finesse just yet, but I'll be there one day.
Well, have some more of this whiskey with me, and I'm sure we'll get there by morning.
Oh, I'm very happy about that. Darren's very happy about that, and yeah, it's just sort of he's just loving life. He's loving life.
Cool. While this is all going on, Blue outside with Z.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Blue, whilst we're out here, I just want to. There's a potion. I think I can make for Saber. I think when the shit hits the fan would really help him. Could you just give me a quick look for some of this ingredients, please?
Yeah, sure.
Whilst we're just wandering, waiting for your wolves to turn up.
Yeah. Is this an area where ingredients might be? Yeah. Let's do it. Can we do that?
Yeah. Give me a survival check. Called DC 15.
Can I help him?
Yeah. I'm a survivor. Ooh, thanks for the help, because that's a nat 20 plus 6.
Nice. You ask Blue to give you a hand trying to find these certain ingredients. Blue, you know exactly where this specific type of knotweed grows, and you go out towards sort of like the edge of the Blitz's Peak as it sort of drops off, and there's like a big rock underneath that, like it's like an angle, and underneath this is where this knotweed grows. You take some of that and some of the other small basic ingredients you help Z find. Z, you have 2 added to your
Excellent.
inventory.
Thank you very much.
Cool.
Yeah, I guess it's good that we got them now, as opposed to, tomorrow if we're maybe going to get kicked out. But it's fine.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens, won't we?
Yeah, I guess we'll have to make our case, but yeah, I don't know. Some people are sticklers for old traditions, I guess. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah. Some traditions are meant to uphold the law, and those ones I'm more than happy to follow.
Yeah, I think some stuff's right, but just you guys going into a cave to help out, I don't think that's worth, banishment or any of these other dirty words.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
So come on, these walls.
Yeah, I'm just howling.
Where they at?
See a few seconds go by, and you hear. Few seconds, then another set of howling. Seconds later, and as you sort of like walking around, they appear. A pack of wolves, sort of in this direction.
My babies!
I'll scream and run with like tears in my eyes towards them.
Amazing. You scream and run. You see them sort of heads down, like looking up at you, and as soon as they realise it's Blue, just full on bounding over like they're just big dogs, and jump at Blue. They end up like knocking Blue over, just full on like it's the type of like rough play you see with the dogs. Like they've just they're from anyone's other perspective, you won't like looking at this scene, you would look like it looks like Blue's getting mauled by a bunch of wolves, but they're just sort of like biting on and just gently applying pressure to his arm and like dragging his arm away. They're trying to like nuzzle into him to give him like smooth, but there's like how many is it? Eight of them. Eight, yeah. So it's just this gathering of wolves, and eventually, and like occasionally, you can see like a arm of a Goliath go up in the air or something like that. Yeah.
Z smiles to herself, giggles, but with a little bit of surprise, because we have wolves that Bane Island, but they are used for something very differently than how Blue uses his wolf.
And at one point you stop seeing hands come out and blue paws come out as well, and I'm a direwolf now, and to mainly make sure that you don't get hurt, I will rush over to Z as a direwolf and like nuzzle a hand, like the hand under my head sort of thing, and then show them that you're cool. And then I think you're about to get swarmed as well, but now there's 9 wolves.
Steve, give me an animal handling check.
That's funny. That would be a 3.
3. Cool. I need a strength saving throw from Z, please.
Okay. Natural 20.
Amazing.
Start launching these wolves.
These wolves.
She wouldn't do that. She'd just wrestle back.
Blue comes over, nuzzles into you, then steps aside as the other wolves, 6 of them, sort of greet you as friends. One of them walks over and pees on your leg, and the other one jumps into your arms like it's a baby, like full on leaps. You like almost topple over and now holding this wolf, in your arms, like that.
There we go. Thanks for the visual.
Yeah, and it's licking your face. Yeah,
it's such good timing.
She's smiling. It'd probably be one of the first smiles Blue's seen.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Cool.
Can we hear any bit from the inside the tent?
You would 100% hear the howling, and you would also hear the sort of for fuck's sake from Red's bedroom. Yeah.
From the first hours, can Kaya almost sort of freeze in a bit of a panic, and then sort of realize that it's wolves and not dogs. And then when it happens, then sort of try and start rubbing her arm and trying to locate her tattoo, and sort of try and almost emotionally support a tattoo. Calm herself down.
Cool. You begin rubbing your arm, to which point you see this head pop out of underneath your sleeve, rush up to the end and onto your back of your hand, and it's sort of the tattoo is now on your hand, and is frantically wagging its tail, and then keeps looking at you and then wagging its tail again. Yeah. Give me an insight check, Kaya.
What could this mean?
Oh, it's not good.
I think he needs to pee again.
I know nothing. Yeah.
The dog pees on your hand.
I can perceive things from ages away, but to actually understand what's going on, it's just not Kaya's bag, so it's a 7.
Insight or animal handling?
I don't think it's going to make it make sense. It's just a 7.
Cool.
But thank you.
Yeah, 7. Saber, you can also make this check with disadvantage. Still get a +1 extra to add it to this.
Right. That's going to be an 11. Animal handling. Or was it a different role? Animal handling, all right?
You can use animal handling, yeah.
Yeah, 11.
Can you use the insight instead?
It's either or. Whichever one's higher.
What was the other one? Sorry.
Insight.
Wisdom.
Insight. Oh no, yeah. Let me use insight then, because that's going to be 14.
14.
Yeah.
You look at this Kaya's tattoo, which is probably on the back of your hand. There's no way of even concealing it. But you're looking at it, wondering what he's doing. Saber, you get glance at this. Pretty sure the tattoo's got bigger.
Oh. Kaya, is that? Have I had too much of this dwarven whiskey, or is that dog tattoo getting bigger? My go.
I don't know. Is it?
Oh, yeah. It looks a little bigger than the last time I saw it.
Oh.
Probably inch bigger.
I mean, not huge, but definitely it was much smaller. I'm sure it was smaller.
Yeah.
It's been a long day and I've had a bit of whiskey, so yeah, I might just be imagining it. Worth keeping an eye on, though. It'd be interesting if it is getting bigger.
Yeah, that's one word for it. Thanks, bud. Okay, yeah. Kyle will look a little bit disturbed by that thought and go and lie down where Z was sleeping the other night.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, you hear the sounds of the rough play coming from outside. Probably... Yeah, probably like 20 minutes go by as you like Blue Z, like all these wolves. Before you see the door of this wooden door on a tent open up. It's sort of like a sort of weird angle, so it's almost like you're stepping out of the tent, like up and out. It sort of like creaks open. You see like a bags under their eyes of Baker. Look, Blue, I gotta be up in the morning, mate. Any chance you can move off?
I'm a wolf. He also didn't vote for me, so just kidding. We'll I guess, as like a Looney Tunes-esque commotion, just move that along to the next house for someone to shout at us.
Amazing. You just hear this cheers, and then the door shut on the tent. Yeah.
So maybe it is time we call it a night. Any chance you could ask your wolf mates to keep watch for us tonight?
I'll just turn to them and somehow communicate with my speech of the wolves, and unless I can just talk to them as a direwolf.
It's that sort of yeah. You get the sense that they will protect you while you sleep.
Yes. One of them is sticking with me for sure, and that's Baby, because they are Baby, even though they're the biggest one. I guess, but I've got it for 3 hours. It's fine. I'll unwild shape, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I might I won't see you for a while, so I might sleep outside for tonight and just look up at the stars. I think Baby will keep me warm, and yeah. So yeah, I think we can keep watch. I think that should be fine. All right, let's
Please.
sit back then.
Just don't wander off, eh?
Oh, I will. Oh, okay. I will stay close. Promise.
Z will make her way back to the tent.
Making a way. I will also do it.
Cool. Yeah, you walk back to tent, enter. You see Kaya's Darian and Saber sort of 3/4 of the way through a bottle of dwarvish whiskey, which are only constitution saving throws from both of you.
So just retcon a little bit and ask for my staff back off Z as well whilst we're walking back.
Thank you.
Z happily hands it over.
Oh,
I got an 11.
I got a straight 16 because my -1 is now a +1, which is
straight
16.
Righteous.
Yeah, nice. And Darian?
Yeah, I got an 11.
11. Darian is drunk, obviously drunker than Saber is.
As usual.
Yeah, sort of slurring words at this point, whereas Saber's more just like eyes glazed over. but still able to hold a conversation and talk to you.
I'm being a bit annoying, and I can't really. I'm just mumbling and slurring my words, and we're trying to have a conversation, Saber, but it's like I'm just talking at you at this point.
I think we're probably neither of us listening to each other. We're just talking at each other.
Two separate conversations. Yeah,
but we're agreeing with each other, which is what's really important.
Yes. Yeah.
Kaya is like trying to sleep, I guess, while this is going on. And you can hear like the snoring from behind Red's curtain.
She's probably going to try and focus in on that rather than the nonsense that's being spoken about, and just try and listen to Red snoring and think, "Oh, that's rhythmic. That'll help me sleep."
Yeah.
But every now and then, she can't help but hear something that the other two are saying, and just be like, "Oh, for God's sake!"
Yeah. Yeah, that's the scene you enter, Z. I'm guessing you're trying to get some rest, or is there something you want to do beforehand?
Z will just set up another potion if she may. She has the ingredients to be able to make the potion that she would like to, please. And it's an 8-hour one that I believe can be set going and left.
What's the potion?
It's potion of speed.
Potion of speed, love it. Sorry, I'm just opening up your beginner's guide to potion making. That's the one document I didn't open because I thought, they won't use that. Prove me wrong. Yeah, sweet. Cool. I'm guessing you're doing creating this potion with Smudge's alterations, or are you just doing it straight? Cool.
Yeah, no. Cool. I've got 4 lots of ingredients, so this will put me down to 0.
Cool. Amazing. Give me a D20 plus your proficiency twice, please.
Oh, yes. 25.
25. Amazing. You begin following Smudge's alterations this again. You very regimentally set this up. So make sure you separate your ingredients, making sure that you putting them in order and getting further and further away from the small cauldron you've got set up. So it's like this goes in first, then this, getting scraps of parchment and jotting down timings. So it's 2.5 hours, this goes in. 3 hours, this goes in. Then it's you leave a gap and put stir anti-clockwise 20 times, and then add the next ingredient. You notice something slightly different about Smudge's alterations is that she's asked to do about this knotweed, to add this knotweed, but it's to dice it. But get this feeling that if you were just to, instead of dicing it, cutting it, but cut it lengthways, just put it in, to have a bit more effect. So you try it that way. You
this is
set
not
potion
something
going.
Andrew would do, but yeah, Z will do it. Go for it.
Yeah.
Instruction on the IKEA manual.
Yeah. You sort of it's looking ahead. You're not sure if Smudge has missed this. It's not. It's glaringly obvious that this would increase the potency of the potion. But Smudge has missed this on this. You're 99% sure she's just missed it and forgot to write it on there, because she's got some stuff further down that you didn't even think of. So yeah, you follow those instructions for the next 8 hours. You manage to get some sleep between between parts. As you know, it's at certain points you can leave it for it gets to 4 hours, and everything then is just to leave it. It's just to occasionally stir it, and you can just sort of sleep during those parts. You guys
Then
have a long
Z
rest.
will get her
Blue,
head down. Excellent.
outside. Where are you sleeping? Or are you sleeping?
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. Is Red's house on here?
Mm-hmm. It's here.
Yes! I love you. That's great. Is this a radius? Or it's a radius. I have thought of something cool that could be the reason why this land is green and not icy. And I'm just going to do it anyway. Great pain to me for the next day. I'm going to sit up all night 8 hours just petting baby and be not ritually casting, just casting plant growth as its 8-hour variant, which enriches the land, all plants in a half-mile radius, so a mile diameter, centered on just the point within range, so me, is enriched for the year, and plants yield twice as much of the amount of food when harvested. Or ingredients for potions, maybe?
So the plants up here, it's mainly grass.
Yeah.
There's the occasional like dandelion or like thistle that's growing, but there's no like.
I picked ingredients for Z just then.
Yes, it's what I'm saying. Like the majority of the land is grass.
Yeah. Right.
Over towards the edges of these places, there are certain like bits that they grow, like small herbs and things, and people have like herb gardens next to their properties, or the tents. But there's not like a like fields of carrots or something like that. This is not the area to grow this in. But yeah, you definitely can put your
even just
fingers...
thinking as if like the ingredients I picked for Z last night might have regrown by now or something. But yeah,
it's. You enrich the land definitely, so you're adding. So you put your fingertips like sitting cross-legged, petting baby, one hand like your fingertips into the soil, and you are like pulsing little beads of light through your fingers and hand into the ground, and you can see them in the darkness, like going straight down, like these balls of like light going into the ground.
It's me. I'm giving myself to the land.
Yeah, and you do that for the whole 8 hours, just enriching this land. It doesn't mean that the any plants that will grow in this next year will obviously be double bigger, twice as potent, things like that. But it doesn't mean that they grow any quicker than they normally do. It just means that you're adding nutrients to the soil to allow them to grow bigger, and you enrich the land. Definitely. Cool. Just give me a Constitution saving throw.
Can I guidance myself as well, or is that going to be?
Yeah.
Yay! Oh, I didn't need it. That is a 22.
Cool. Fine. You don't suffer any of the effects of exhaustion from staying up all night. But yeah, sun, the stars swap to a cloud, like overcast day, but it's a lot warmer than the previous day. These clouds adding sort of an extra layer of protection, keeping the heat in. You guys awake the next morning.
Can I just add, after my 8 hours, can I, whatever the other guys do, take another hour to at least get a short rest?
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys awake. Darian, slight sore head. Saber, probably sort of the taste of whiskey still in your mouth. You've drank the whole entire bottle of this whiskey. Feeling the sluggish effects of alcohol, but yeah, fine. Guys wake up. Potion. So you wake up to the smell of very sort of very sappy smell, like tree sap smell. And you can hear like bubbling as the potion is literally to the top of your cauldron. Like there is no room for any extra ingredients or any extra like liquid. Is filled this cauldron with this liquid. It is bright yellow, and there is a black like spiral in the liquid that, as you sort of like stir it, doesn't get rid. It doesn't like falter. So you even like pulling a spoon back and forth in it would not falter the spiral.
Cool. Oh, what are you making for breakfast there, Z? That smells amazing. Sort of a musky, sort of woody smell.
This isn't breakfast, Saber. This is just something for later on.
Oh, well, we should get some breakfast. I've got a bit of a thick head after last night. We should find some food.
We're gonna need a full belly when we get banished. So.
Nothing's set in stone yet. They might not banish us. They might give us a reward.
Oh, I know a banishment when I see one, and this is definitely got banishment written all over it.
So pessimistic, Darian.
I am when I feel like this. Well, right, where's the best place to get some food then? And I kind of shout it to it loud enough. Well, yeah, no, sorry, not shout it. I just say it to Red. Sorry.
Yeah, you see Red draw unhook, pull back the curtain, yawning. We should go see Baker. He'll have something on the go by now. I don't have anything he wants at the moment. I might have to take some gold with you. You alright with that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like parting with gold, but if it gets me fed, then I'll have to do.
Alright, you do get him to do the flatbreads for you. Bloody lovely. Bit of honey on it. Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
Anyone coming with?
Yeah, we'll go so we can bring everyone's food back together.
Sounds like a plan. And yeah, I sort of get all my clothes back on and head out.
Yeah. Cool. He will. You arrive. Baker's got this you go to the same hut that Blue and Z at. Not that you would know, but you follow the smell of sort of delicious pastries and things, and arrive at this tent that's domed with a big chimney stack in the middle. He's opened the front of the tent open, so it's instead of having this door now, it's an opening, almost like a marquee sort of style. Inside there is a small wooden workbench with a selection of pastries and stuff in different baskets, and then on another workbench behind it is full of flour and fresh dough is being made. He's got this in the center of this big chimney stack is a giant stone oven, and you can see behind the metal door there's you can see through there's slots, and you can see big amounts of fire inside.
Baker, is there a baker here?
See, yeah, Goliath. There's the only Goliath in there. Just puts his hand up. This red-skinned Goliath wearing a white apron. You've seen him. You've met him before.
Ah, I know you, Di. Are you? Where do I know you from?
You ate one of my pies, didn't you? That's it. The teeny giant, a couple of nights ago.
Oh, that was one of your pies, was it?
Yeah. He puts his hand into his apron, pulls out a pie, and then puts it back in.
It was a mighty good pie, I must say. Well, if your pies are anything to go by, I'd like some. Well, if you've got any more pies on the go, or I have been recommended the flatbreads as well. So flatbreads, pies. I'll have a couple of each if you've got them on the go.
Couple of each, fine. And he goes over, begins slap some dough, fresh dough, pulls a big section of this dough out, flattens it with, uses a rolling pin, rolls it out, and then chucks it, slides it into the oven, through a little gap. He goes, 8 bronze pieces.
And then I kind of look at Saber and nudge him and be like, "You want anything? You fancy?"
I'll have a. Was that all for you? Was it? Right.
Yeah,
sorry.
I was planning on it. Yeah. No. I'm joking.
I'll get some flatbreads with honey for everyone else then. So 5 more of them. 4 more. 5 more. No, 5 more. Better get red one as well.
So he charges you 2 silver for all of it, everything.
Okay.
Fancy. Well, did you know I was actually the one that took down Big Ruckus last night? Do you reckon? I actually probably saved this place. Didn't you know that? So, fancy any discount, any heroes discount going about, or any sort of, I don't know, just thanks in any way?
So what happened then?
Oh, I tell you what, it was a fight and a half, but as always, Big Darian prevailed once and for all. But yeah, I don't want to spill all the juicy goods because I'm sure that it'll spread like wildfire around this place, won't it, Saber? And I'll give him a big nudge.
Yeah, I guess it will. Yeah.
So yeah, what's about this discount then? I know you fancy it. I know it's on the tip of your tongue.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Ooh. I wasn't expecting that, but I won't. Cool. Shut up.
You
Got that 20.
You got another.
Again. It's that birthday luck.
Hey.
I can't.
It says 1.
No, there's a 17 and there's a 20 there. My camera skills are dreadful. I'll not do that again. I'll not do that ever again.
Yeah, you beat the 19 that he rolled. Well, heroes deserve a hero's breakfast, don't they? So, here you go. I'm not going to charge you for these. And take a couple of these, and he hands you like some small, like what looked like fruit turn, like pastry with some like squashed up fruit in it. Sort of berry, some sort of like berry. Is it compote when it's all?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's that sort of thing. Take them. Well. Thanks very much for everything you've done for us.
Oh no, thank you, mate. Thank you. And I'll lap it all up, and I'll be taking my horde back to the tent.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
As you sort of exit in the tent, you see a very dishevelled bard is walking down, like crossing the street. She's sort of like, give me an insight check, pair of you.
Is this the walk of shame? Before I roll up.
Inside, that's what you got going on there.
12.
I got a 15.
12. She has had a very heavy night by the looks of things. Like, just absolutely hungover to hell. Hair just out in different directions. She looks up, but as soon as she sees you, Darian, she's like, Darian! And she rushes up. She goes, I've got something for you. And she pulls out of her pocket a very thin piece of wood. Like, it's probably no bigger than a pen lid, like this piece, and it's even thinner. And she pulls it out of her pocket. She goes, where's your flute?
And because I've got like loads of pastries and goodness in my arms, I'll kind of like point my arse out, like it's just and my flute is just hanging out my back pocket, being like, it's just there. And then as she's grabbing around, go, fancy a fruit pastry thing? Have it, take one.
She takes the fruit. She goes, in a sec. She just goes at the piece of wood, which begins to vibrate incredibly quickly, and she just sort of slots it into the mouthpiece of the flute.
Oh, what
and
are you
hands
doing
it
there
back
then?
to you. It's just I heard you were having some trouble with the and she takes one of the like pastry things off you. Some of the problems with you. Well, you were jamming with me the other night, and it wasn't quite right. So
I thought I'd done a great job.
Just that'll help. As she sort of like, thanks for the pastry. Sort of scoffs it down.
Did she put the flute back into his back pocket?
Yeah. She gives you the flute back. Yeah.
Puts it in the front pocket.
When did she go off? I'll just be like, oh, well, cheers and enjoy the fruit pastry thing. And I just sort of then
you see her like wave the pastry in the air, like it just like falls apart, and she's like trying to catch it as she's like walks away with it.
Nice.
Yeah. She dismisses you like with a lick on her fingers. Yeah.
I wonder what that is then. I'll have to have a little go on the old flute in a minute, and I then just kind of burst back into the tent with my goods.
Cool. Yeah. I think Blue, what are you up to at this point? You probably would have seen them walk past.
I'm assuming that if I've been up for 8 hours and I take a short rest, I'm going to nod off and fall asleep.
Cool. When you wake, the wolves have gone.
No, I wouldn't have done. Oh, you tricked me. They wouldn't.
Yeah.
Everyone leaves. Okay, it's fine. I understand. Storytelling moments. I can bring them back whenever I want. It's fine. Okay, wake up. Where's breakfast? Okay, come, Paul. Let's get it.
You're in the tent as these guys turn up with their arms full of food.
I'm a bit sleepy still. Oh, breakfast.
Yeah, I'll start dishing out some other stuff because I've obviously got far too much for myself.
Yeah, well, I'll just sit and eat and feel a bit sorry for myself.
No.
I say, oh, yeah, Darian, what did she do to your flute then?
Oh yeah, and then because I've been so just distracted with just stuff in my face, I go, oh yeah, and as I say that, I've got a proper stuffed mouth, and and I kind of inspect it for a minute. I'm like, well, it's not something that I would normally have done with it, but I'll just give it a whirl now then. And I gulp back the last mouthful of whatever I was eating, and then I give it a bit of a play. I'll play the same song as I did last night, and the Slayer of Ruckus. Yeah.
And I'll tell you all about what happens in a moment, but I'm going to take a 5-minute break, and then we'll cut back to it. Cool. See you guys in a minute. Cool. We are back for part 2 of the session. Some of us without marshmallows. Sad faces. But Darian, you've taken out this flute, trying to play the song that you created last night. Roll a performance check for me.
I'm assuming it's a
there we go.
this
This is going to be terrible. I've used up all my nat 20s.
You remember you can lie. It is your birthday.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to use that. I don't want to use that too many times.
It's my birthday every week, to be honest.
Sorry, what was it? Performance. Sorry, back on track. 17. I got 17.
17.
Yes.
This beautiful melody comes out of this flute, along with tiny little sparks of red light that come out of the end of the flute as you play. The notes are exquisite. They ring and almost echo around the tent as you play. Who are you playing this for, particular?
For whoever will listen. Everyone in the tent, I guess, who's with us. Everyone in the tent. Everyone in the tent, basically.
Okay. As you play, these sparks sort of come out of the flute, begin to sort of pop and explode, and one of them pops in front of Z's face, just as they sort of float around and then pop. Z. Well, in fact, Darian, I think you probably know what I'm about to ask you. Yeah, you can say it for me.
Z, you now have bardic inspiration.
As we introduce Darian, the roguish bard, to the party.
Yeah. I'm a little bit. To be fair, though, I am a little bit freaked out. Darian is a bit freaked out by the lights and the magic that's going on. I'm a little bit in shock, but I'll still keep on playing my melody for a while, and then just be a little bit in shock, I guess, for a moment or two.
It's the problem is that you wrote this drunk.
Yes.
You wrote this whilst drinking, got drunk, and forgot some of the notes. So there's it's very beautiful what you're playing, but then you're pausing for 30 seconds in between, going right, and then carrying on, sort of thing.
Yeah. No, I'm loving it, and I'm just a bit in shock and just sort of. Did anyone else just see that? What's going on?
Yeah, I think I'll say that out loud. Wait, could you always do magic?
Not well. Magic in other ways, but certainly not in that way. I tell you that.
I don't know what that means.
Don't worry about it. Maybe I'll tell you another time.
Okay.
But yeah, that is pretty.
Is that the thing they put in the flute or something, or is that you?
Yeah, can I inspect the? I'll inspect the little little bit that went into my flute.
Yeah, she's added. Bard has produced a reed for your flute.
Nice.
So that's the one component your flute was missing. So it allows you to, gives you this lovely melody. But the reed has turned bright red as you were playing it, and is now, as you sort of like pull the flute apart to sort of peer in, you can see that the reed is slowly turning back to a wood color, sort of like a very pale sort of, very very pale wood.
Well, I do feel a bit funny, but
You
I
look
don't know.
funny.
Cheers. And I just thought, I'll just like kind of, I don't know, inspect myself just in case I've grown another limb or something. I don't know. I'm just a bit confused and befuddled as I sort of skulk off and a bit confused.
Does anyone have a passive perception higher than a 16?
Is Meets It Beats It?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got 16.
I got a 19.
19. You see the tent flap open, and one of the ladies of the Ovum has stepped in as Darian's been playing and sort of just waited very patiently for Darian to finish playing. And then she sort of just goes, and scares everyone bar Kaya and Blue.
I feel like I would have stood up as soon as they came in.
Well, I'm looking at Blue stand up, and then I hear her go, and I'm fucking. Why do people keep sneaking up on me around here all the time?
Apologies for my intrusion. And she nods at Red. Look, the elder has requested a visit. Is this a good time?
What? Like she comes here, or we go there?
Now?
Yeah, she's outside.
Outside?
I'll start cleaning.
Will we go outside to meet her, or is she coming in?
No, and she opens the tent flap a little bit wider, and you see the elder.
Quicker.
Red's just like gone slightly pale. Like, it starts like hiding glasses of trucking the empty bottles like in a chest
Kicking
and
the
shutting
Coke bottle under the bed.
Yeah, begins fluffing up cushions and laying them out. And as she sort of enters a bit gingerly, she takes the hand of the lady of the Ovum, who guides her to a seat, and she sort of sits quite naturally cross-legged, but she's still got this like hunch in her back as she sort of sits down. Would you be kind enough to sit with me?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And we have everyone here?
Yeah, I think so.
Looks like it.
Everyone who?
Everyone that was present at the cave last night.
Oh well, I guess the Ovum and Ruckus aren't here, but yeah. This is the group that helped, what's the word? Not dispatch, but apprehend Ruckus, I guess.
It's a very good
Darian
word.
coughs a little bit.
How is Ruckus doing? Has he come round yet?
All in good time. Red, I believe you're here. Yes, I'm here. Would you be so kind as to just fetch me some water?
No.
And gestures to the tent flap.
I'm just kidding.
And you see Red. Yes, no problem. Let me just grab a water skin, and you hear like clunking and then him sort of shuffling his way outside. You see the lady in the white cloak. She stands up. She goes, "I will just be outside if you need me. Just shout." And she steps out as well. She sits there for a couple of moments. Have you got sap in here? She's sniffing.
Oh, it's, I think, a potion, maybe, or something. Or breakfast. Would you like a compote?
I'm fine. She waves her hand. You have a alchemist with you?
Gesture towards Zayanya. Oh yes, this is Zayanya. She's made a few. I think she's, I've had a couple. They're pretty tasty.
He nods. I've sent Ruckus with some of the Lady of the Ovum. They've transporting him to the glacial caverns. I know that he requested to speak to him, but he would not talk. He refused. So I've sent him to be.
Things for that, though.
You have things for that?
Yeah, we can be persuasive at times. Magically and all.
I mean, he's exercised his right to. She doesn't make a move as soon as she carries on talking as you gesture to Z. We will not force him to talk if he does not want to. That is his choice. But I can guarantee that his not talking will ensure that he does not come back here under any circumstances. He will either be exiled or killed at the glacial caverns.
Oh, there's only two options?
I believe his atrocities his crimes have fit the punishment, I'm afraid.
No, I he shouldn't have done what he did. So, yeah, I guess you've got to answer for your crimes. Is Barg okay?
Barg is troubled. He's with me, and he will be staying with me for a little while. So I can, for better use of words, keep my eyes on him. But I'm sure he'll be okay in some time. He wanted to. He wants to express his apologies, his deepest, sincerest apologies, and especially to you, Kaya. He feels he is responsible for his father's actions, although I keep assuring him it is not him that made the bad judgment call, shall we say.
Well, yes, I think that's very true. Please don't pass on my best wishes to him and tell him that I apologize also for my part in it. I'm glad that he'll be free of him.
Yes, he certainly will. He will be taking over as our quartermaster when he's ready. And he's asked me to pass on this to you, Kaya. And she holds out a little wooden box. Tiny little square box.
Take the little box.
Yeah. It's very ornately carved.
Oh. Is this a sort of culture where it's considered rude to open a gift in front of people, or rude to not open a gift in front of people?
Who are you asking?
Blue.
Oh, I kind of want to see what's inside, but I'm just nosy.
Okay. Would it be appropriate for me to open this now?
I look to the elder. Nod and shrug, questioningly.
She looks past you, Kaya.
Mm-hmm.
My dear, I cannot see. I have lost my
we can
sight
describe it to you.
long ago. If you want to open it, I will not say any words. And she sort of giggles a little bit.
Okay, I will open it.
Cool. You open it up. Inside is a brown, like, cushion that's been in, like, sort of, or like a silk, like a dark brown silk that's been, like, woven into the box. And in the center of it is a ring made of glass.
Lovely.
And inside so the band's made of glass, but the inside of the band is filled with water. Like a piercingly light blue water, like this.
Oh, wow.
And inside the water, floating along at the top, is a golden bubble.
Ooh.
Just a pocket of golden air.
Wow.
Oh, that's beautiful. Can I put it on?
Yeah. As soon as you take it
I'm
out of
getting
the
so
box,
much jewelry.
as you take it out of the box, it begins to shrink to the size of your finger.
Oh, well, that's lovely.
Oh, did you put it on?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what that means, right?
You're engaged now, aren't you?
That's how I understood ring giving, personally. Oh, by the way, Miss Elder, yeah, there was a ring inside the thing, so I believe Kaya is now betrothed.
I'm sure his intentions. He would not have asked me to pass on a proposal. I'm sure if he wanted to marry Kaya, then he would have done it himself.
Oh, of course, yeah, that makes so much more sense. Silly Saber, come on, he wouldn't do that.
Sorry, I'm new here. We're relying on you.
Oh yeah, well, sorry, I'm blue here.
Yes.
Yeah, you gifted.
Pointedly ignore all of them, and then I would like to put the box back in my pocket and continue to listen to the elder speak, and then we'll look at more of the ring more later.
Cool. You, just to clarify, you're wearing the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Which finger are you put it on?
Left ring.
I'm going to suggest middle finger.
Middle finger. Okay, just checking.
Hand.
Cool. Somebody comes out of your sleeve, sniffs it, and before like scrambling backwards into the underneath your sleeve. As this chat continues, so Barg will, which he will be, like I say, under my watch for a few days. Let me make sure he's okay, and then he will return to his duties. Now, the Ovum are grateful on one respect that you were able to intervene before Ruckus was able to cause any more mischief. But they are also quite saddened by the fact that you entered the cave. Now, I understand that one of them suggested to Kaya that it would be okay to enter, and you did not know any different. But it is a place of almost worship, I guess. And she like gestures at Darian. As your cleric here will be able to tell that sacred sites sometimes are only able to be visited by people who worship, and it's similar to this for the Ovum. Only the people that have been deemed fit should be able to enter the cave. Now, normally this would require a banishment. You will be banished from the lands of the Goliath. However, I have managed to persuade them not to seek this right, I guess. And you are now under my protection, and you will be able to visit here, these lands, as often as you wish, as a thank you for allowing, and gestures at Blue, to be able to participate in our rituals. I also have a gift from the Ovum
Is it our
she she claps her hands, and you see two of these women sort of jankedly move into the tent, holding a 9-foot longbow.
What?
This bow comes in. It takes two of them to carry this in, and they put it in the center of the circle, or the center of your sort of gathering. And she waits quite patiently for them to come in, place this bow, and then disappear again. This is actually from Tuck.
Oh, okay.
Now, and it is a thank you. This is one of hers.
It's a little big.
This is Tuck's longbow, and it's made from, I've been told, a mammoth's rib, and woven string made from her hair.
Nice.
It is red, yeah.
It's I've been told that you require true strength to be able to wield this, and it's not an easy feat for a normal person.
Sit back down, Saber, then.
Normal person.
But it has been gifted to you by Tuck herself. It's a great honor for this to be given to you. So I hope you look after it, and treat it with the same respect as you would treat this place. Now, I just wanted to say thank you, all of you. We don't often get visitors to come and see the rituals, and let alone do they participate and help in ways that you have here. So this is a thank you from everyone here as well. Again, you have my deepest thanks, and you are more than welcome to visit any time you so wish. Now, I've got other matters to attend to. It seems got a little bit of clearing up to do. And she steadies herself from the cushions and tries to stand.
I'll help her. You go, Blue. You go.
My job.
You help her up, and she's.
Z will stand at the same time.
She nods her head, and you see tent flap open, and the lady of the oven walks in, takes her hand, and nods at you, and they all exit the tent. Red's, as they leave, Red stood in the doorway, a bit pale, slightly more, say, a slightly pinkish colour rather than red, holding two water skins that are swelled. You guys all right?
Yeah.
Well, we're missing some rope.
Listen, we'll get more rope. It's fine.
Well, we can cut the string off his bow, and then we got a bit of
cutting the
rope.
string off this bow ever.
Yeah, and we got this nifty little bow.
Yeah, looking at the size of it, it is even just curious how we're going to carry it around.
9 foot. It's.
We could sell it.
Z, go and pick up the bow, please.
Z, yeah, you pick up the bow. You see that it's this. It's smooth bone on the front face of this bow, which is sort of 3 inches thick, and it's probably about an inch thick depth-wise. As you lift it up, it weighs. It's hefty. It's a hefty bow. But as you pick it up, you see that there are on the inside of the bow are sort of weird symbols. Because I don't think you speak Giant, do you?
No.
So it's just weird symbols like carved down the inside of this bow. As you pick it up, you see that there's like a hand, like the bone has been carved to like for a shape of your hand, which is double the size of your hand, where you would hold this. You pick it up, it begins to shrink slowly, like slow and slow, until it's around 6 foot. And it's perfect size for yourself.
I draw it.
I will hand thee an arrow and say we should go out and pop some off and see what we can hit.
Pop some off.
Yeah, we should, have a fire. You don't get a true sense of a bow unless you lose some arrows from it.
Become one.
Cool. You and Saber go outside with the bow. Does anyone else join them?
I'm awkwardly looking at the bow, but not saying anything.
Cool. You go outside with the bow. Darian?
Yeah, I'll follow out. I'll be stuffing my face still with a bit of bread. Although, yeah, follow him out.
You hear, like, as you exit, Red goes, Christ, that looks brilliant. I'm coming with you. Yeah, come on, I'll set some targets up or something. And he scoops up some cushions. Kaya?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, cool. You're all going outside.
But sort of just casually, nonchalantly.
Cool. I'm not really interested in this bow sort of style of walking. Yeah. What bow? All right, fair enough. I'm very keen on this bow.
I've got my new ring. I feel like Saber's owed a bow.
I think that Blue might have this bow. I think it's a gift to him.
Blue can turn into a giant snake.
It's true.
You go outside with the bow. Red sets some targets up. Give me 4 attack rolls.
4?
Two. You.
Two.
I think you, but I meant
No.
Who? Yeah.
Me 4.
You 4.
Yeah. All 4
Right.
from Yuzi.
So 10, 11, 13, and a 17.
Okay, just remember those a second, so I'm going to give you the modifier. So this is a strength weapon, so add your strength modifier to this. And if you're proficient with longbows, then you can add your proficiency as well.
Is it a martial weapon?
Yeah. I think it comes under a martial.
I think so.
That would be an 18, a 19, a 21, and a 24.
Cool. I also need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Ooh. Oh God, I'm glad you went first.
Con save is a 19.
Sweet. You see Z fire 2 shots with this bow. Expert precision shoots directly into the center of the targets of these cushions. Like just hits them, goes straight through. On the second 2 shots, you see Z almost fires in quick succession, fires the 2 shots. And there is like a deep intake of breath from Z as you realize that the actual weight and strength it takes to pull this bow back is taking its toll on Z. But Z, being built of sturdier stuff, doesn't seem to affect you. You should probably spend an hour with this bow, I would guess.
How dare.
Could I
Wink,
pass
wink.
it to? Could I
No,
pass
it's
it to
fine,
Blue?
I walk away before you
Pass it to Blue. See if he wants to go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Blue, you should have a go.
What's your strength score?
14, so +2.
Cool. Blue, you take the bow. Yeah? You try to draw the string back, but cannot pull it back to a full arc. You only manage to get it to about here. It is too strong for you to be able to pull this back.
I don't have spells at the moment. You son of a bitch. I smell the hair. That's it. Pass it back. Don't give me that look, Kaya.
So
You don't know what I went through.
Yeah. Over the course of an hour, you learn the properties of this bow. This is the longbow of Tuck the Giant. And Z, if you would like to add this to your inventory, as it is a D&D Beyond item now, it is a +1 longbow. Although this longbow has a strength weapon requirement of 16 to wield. The bow is 9 foot tall, made of a rib of mallet, strung with a fine weave of hair. Etched into the bow are runes in the language of the giants, which pulse gently with orange light when wielded. Now, something that you realise as you're firing this bow could take bigger ammunition than just arrows.
Tree trunk.
And is equipped to fire javelins.
Bob, throw me.
Firing a javelin while using the bow increases the javelin's range to the same as an arrow fired with a longbow. It also increases the damage to 2d8 piercing damage when fired this way.
Wow.
However, if the wielder chooses to make 2 attacks with the bow during the same turn, so for instance you've got multi-attack, you must succeed at a DC 12 Constitution saving throw or take a level of exhaustion due to the sheer effort of wielding the bow.
Christ.
Dang.
There you go.
Good look.
Go on, Kaya.
Just one more thing. You would learn from this as well. When you let go, the bow begins to grow back to its 9 foot tall thing. You can attune to this Z, take it as and attune to the weapon, and it will always stay at the perfect size for you. If you don't, it will grow to 9 foot. So, up to you how you want to deal with that.
Go on. Sorry, Kaya, you wanted to say something?
No, you go first.
Well, I was just going to hand some arrows for Z just to keep her in her inventory. We'll figure out getting you some javelins or quivers and all that stuff later. But yeah,
Thank you. So,
I'll give you 8 for now. You'll have to keep going back for them if you can.
I'll do. Thank you.
Cool.
Once we've seen Z wield a couple and then Blue not be able to draw it back, and then Kaya will be like, oh, okay, cool, and realise there's literally nothing in this for her. So can she then sit down and start looking at her new shiny glass ring, please?
Cool. Begin playing with the ring, like twirling around on your finger, and you see this golden bubble inside this ring. Sort of floats around and around, but it always, which way you hold your hand, it always appears, the golden bubble appears at the top. Give me an Arcana check.
It's actually Elvic. And he's in your pinky and Rufus is in your necklace.
Okay. Arcana. 21.
21. It almost looks like the glass is thin enough that you could just like pop the bubble with your nail.
Do I want to do that?
Probably.
It's up to you.
Well, 21. He's told you for a reason.
I know, but like, let's break
You
it.
just feel like you should do it.
Do I feel?
It's almost like I feel like it's sort of like scratching, like you're like touching the glass. It's like your nail almost like goes through the glass.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I guess we're doing that because.
Cool. Do you cast it on yourself or somebody else?
Goodness.
What?
Myself. Everyone else is busy.
Cool. You watch as Kaya pushes the nail into the ring. The bubble pops, and then immediately around Kaya's head, a ball, like a bubble, appears around Kaya's head. Completely see-through. You can see Kaya, and you are breathing in fresh air, Kaya. The freshest, crispest air you can. it's almost as good as the air here, where you are now. It's almost like you had Blizzard's Peak with no fires, nothing. You were just stood on this mountaintop, and you were breathing in this air. And you realise that you have cast the spell Air Bubble. The Air Bubble spell allows you to breathe for 20. I think it's 24 hours. Let me double check. But
I feel like we're about to be in the water.
yeah. Create a spectral globe around the head of a willing creature you can see within range. The globe is filled with fresh air that lasts until the spell ends, which is 24 hours. If the creature has one or more heads, the globe of air appears around only one of its heads, which is all the creature needs to survive suffocation, assuming that the heads share the same respiratory system. There you go.
Nice.
For flavour,
You have
can
got-
the dog tattoo have a little bubble too?
Yeah, sure, why not? And Blue, give yourself inspiration for that one. As your dog tattoo is now sporting a like space helmet-esque bubble around its head. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's some cool stuff.
Solidarity.
Playing around with the ring also sort of like for the next hour you try different things. So like you can pop your head in a bucket of water and still breathe completely fine. You try popping the bubble with a knife and nothing happens. It's sort of like just the bubble just indents. You try it with smaller objects first, like a spoon, and then work your way up to something sharp. Doesn't pop the bubble. Whilst you're sort of doing this, you pop the ring inside a bucket of water, and maybe not try that, but basically you work out that leaving this ring in water will reset the ring, but you have to leave it in there for an hour. So you work out that this ring has to be in clean water for over an hour for it to be able to reset, for you to be able to cast a spell again. So it only has one charge, but you can reset that charge essentially every hour if you wanted to by keeping it in clean water.
Might be handy on our seafaring journey we will be taking soon.
There you go. If you type into your character sheet in your inventory the Ring of Air Bubbles, you should be able to see it and equip it.
I'm going to look for the Ring of Blossom and Buttercup as well. Not there.
Yeah. So yeah, you spend a couple of hours messing around with these magical items you've got.
I guess I can spend a couple hours twiddling my thumbs. Looking at the boat.
Oh,
Baby, get over yourself.
It's alright though.
I didn't even get to say goodbye.
We're not banished at least as well. We can still come and go.
Yeah, I could have swore we were banished.
I knew I would always be able to come back here. I mean, no offense, but it's good that you're not banished. Oh my god, you'd be able to meet my kid at some point, maybe. Oh.
Well, that was my thought.
Yeah.
We'd be able to meet Baby Blue.
Oh my god. Well, you could have met Baby Blue last night, but
Well, we saw Baby Blue.
Did you?
Yeah, you said the water was cold, but we could see the steam.
Listen, the potion I didn't drink as much as Ruckus did, so maybe let's not bully people when they're out in their glory.
It's alright. It's alright.
I'm gonna go take a nap.
Alright, mate.
What is the time, Chris? Where is the sun in the sky?
The sun is directly above you, although it is hiding behind grey clouds.
When are we gonna stay one more day, or are we planning on moving soon?
Yeah, what's the plan?
I think we need to get a move on, personally.
I would agree.
Well, where have we got to go to get a ship?
Blue?
Oh, a dock or a port, I would imagine.
So just wait for a nap.
Red. Red, where's the best place for us to find a boat?
Yeah, the only place you're getting a boat from here, unless you've got one pre-organised, is Shadewallow.
How far?
Oh, we got one pre-organised. Don't you worry about that.
Well, where have you pre-organised it to then?
Don't you worry. Once we get down to Shadewallow, it'll be pre-organised, ready and waiting for us.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is you got to get to Shadeswallow to organise a boat. Like when I say pre-organised, is you can get anyone to pick you up. It's the coast of Mossrock's pretty easily navigated. There's no massive giant rocks in there or anything, but it's mainly beaches. So if you know somebody that's coming, you can get picked up from anywhere around. But if you don't, you're down at Shadeswallow. That's where there's a port. They've got a few boats there, merchant vessels.
If we were to leave now, could we get there before dark at Red?
Oh, no, you're looking at 2-3 days travel.
Yeah, we definitely need to get going then.
You're back down the same way.
In that case, we need to get a move on.
No, yeah. What's up? Sure, I can't tempt you with one more night up here.
Yeah, it's been lovely.
Red, I fear what we may well bring to this village if we hang around for too much longer. You've been very hospitable. It's been absolutely fantastic here, but we have other issues to now face.
Was very honourable of you guys for not wanting to bring arm up here. I get it. But well, your friends are blue. You got friends. You're friends with me. So look, I know Blue wants to he's gone for a little bit of a nap. Do you want to? Should we get you guys some gear to go back down? Then are you?
Yeah,
something a bit warmer.
Yeah, I was just thinking me and Darian could do with something that'll keep us warm.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll find someone to come and man the court. Cause I know Barg's supposed to be man in the court, like the stores and that, for being a quartermaster. But I can't see him being allowed to leave the sanctum of the elder. So let me find someone that's neutral, so they can organise a good price for you guys, and I'll come and grab you in a minute, and then we'll head over there, and you can pick up what you need. And I'll ask about your rope as well, because I know you won't shut up about that. Same way you didn't shut up about being cold. So I'll get your rope back. Don't worry.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, and then he sort of half-heartedly punches you in the arm and gives you that smile. Sort of like, yeah.
Is there any guides or wilderness guides or rangers that can maybe help us get to Shadewallow a bit quicker, or? Because I imagine if we have any luck like we did last time, then it's going to take us more than a few days.
I mean, we weren't that far away from Shadewallow when we first met.
Oh.
So it's not much further. Probably another half a day walk from where we met. It's literally back down the same way as you came. You climb down, go along that pass, and you can't miss it really. I can find someone.
Has Blue been there before?
Yeah, Blue's been there many times.
I'm sure Blue can lead us. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Well, right. Give me 10, and I'll come back with somebody. He heads off into town. Sort of. I'm guessing doing some sort of archery stuff. You're probably in this sort of area of the. So you're firing at mountains rather than off the edge of the plateau, just to be a bit safer. So he runs off into town, comes back 20 minutes later with In fact, one of you give me a luck check.
Bro, definitely not me.
10 or below, and it's not great. 11 or above, it's good news for you.
I got an 11.
I'll say birthday boy. Off you go.
Yeah, I got an 11.
11.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yes. I'm squeezing out every last remnant of luck that I have left.
He comes back with Trog, who's like wiping blood onto his onto a white apron. Right, you want some stuff, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, come on then. And he goes up to the stores with you guys. Is there anything you particularly need? Like you want?
I think I need some sort of like coat or jacket or some sort of furs or
Okay.
Maybe some little mittens actually as well.
Long johns.
some
Maybe some
thermals.
fur cloaks for all of us.
Okay.
Most of us.
Yeah.
I don't mind actually a little white hat as well. Actually, if there's one going. I don't know.
and yeah, maybe
When you
some-
say hat,
Give him a birthday hat. Give him a
Anything that's
little
not,
nerd
as long as it's
birthday
not a ball, a hat made out of a boar again, I'll be happy.
so you're looking for like a woolly hat rather than like a tricorn.
Yeah, maybe one that like kind of like one of those ones that kind of like covers the ears, like maybe like one of those like sort of like a stalker hat kind of.
Yeah, that's the deerstalker.
Deerstalker hat, yeah.
Okay. He produces. So Trog goes right. Yeah, goes out the back. Comes back with 5 fairly well-worn fur cloaks.
Cool.
Because he is such a connoisseur himself.
Yeah. Well, that looks great. Is there any weapons here as well, like any or ammunition, like arrows or anything like that?
He points to a barrel of arrows that Kaya's already inspected. But yeah, we got basic weaponry here, I guess.
No, that's great. I'd just like take 10 arrows. No, let's make it an even 20. Not that 10 isn't even, but let's make it a more even 20.
Let's make it an odd 30. Why not?
Yeah, no, 24. I think is a good number.
24.
Yes.
Yeah, and then 1 hat for Darian.
Yeah. And
Cool.
I guess is there any like? I think that's probably it, really, for me anyway.
Are you buying my hat? Right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I've got,
You're just giving it to us, I guess.
I think he's given everything to us, isn't that? You're giving it to us, aren't you?
No, I can't give it to you. I mean, well, so you can
For
pay
everything
gold
that we've done.
No,
You can. It's a gold price normally for this. Well,
Okay.
normally we trade for things. So, if you were a trade, or we could take gold for it, it's not an issue. It's just we prefer trade up here. Like items that we can't get up here are more valuable than items that you can get up here.
I don't know that we've got anything that you can't get up here.
Yeah, I don't really have much going on.
I've only got lots of gold, and it's probably not the gold you've seen before, but it is real gold.
Yeah, you can melt it down.
And you could melt it down and make it into the gold that you use around here. And I'll show him one of the gold pieces that we got from Lady names. We got 500 gold pieces.
Lady Blackmore.
Lady Blackmore. Yeah, that's again a name I should know.
Yeah. You show him this gold piece, which is the same size as the others that you've got, but this one's got like a sea serpent on the back and a castle on the front. He looks at it and goes, "What am I supposed to do with this? Because I can't melt it down. We haven't got the press for one." So
you can turn it into something else. You can turn something else into gold. Like I don't know, have like a.
It is a gold piece. It's gold. It's solid gold.
This is legal tender.
It's just not from round here. That's all.
You can have like a gold-trimmed sheep stick or something.
All right, look. All right, I like you guys. All right,
I'm happy.
but I
Go on.
got asked to do
Saber,
this,
some
and
magic.
we'll call it an even 40 gold pieces for the things you want.
40?
I can't shift this gold, can I? I can't give it out as change. I got to do something with it, which makes it a lot more difficult for me to use. And there's not a lot of things we can use gold up here for. Maybe a knife for me butchery, but then gold doesn't really stand the test of time than iron.
If you could throw in some meat with that.
Zeal put 10 gold on the table.
10 normal gold or papaya gold?
Papaya gold.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, I'll put the other 30 down. That's fine.
Right, so we got a deal then.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. He gives you each one of these cloaks, 24 arrows, and a tattered woolen hat he tosses to Darian.
Cool, you've absolutely fleeced us here, quite literally. Oh, that was terrible, sorry.
I was open to trade.
What do I have? An extra 24 arrows.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So that takes me up to 34.
Alright, is there anything else you need, or can I go back?
Did you have any javelins?
Yeah, javelins. We got a few of them. He points to like another barrel. 6 in there.
6. Do you want 6 javelins, Z?
I'll take 4. I won't take them all. If
10 gold.
10, easy. Yeah, no problem. Do you have anything to carry them in?
No.
Well, he produces a leather belt that goes over. It's like a bandolier almost, but it sits at the on your ass cheek, Z, and it's got 4 slots in it for javelins, basically.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, it wouldn't have 4; it'd have 5 slots for javelins. Yeah. Yeah, you can have that. Don't get much use for it, but...
Brilliant. Yeah. Brilliant. Thank you. We'll take that and 4 javelins as well then. Easy.
Okay. And I can't wait as well.
Ooh, prick.
Excited now.
What are you excited about?
Blue's off soon, is he?
Yeah, yes. We are leaving in the next hour or so, yeah.
Alright. Do us a favour then.
He
he leans in over the counter towards you, Saber. Do us a favour. You didn't see me. You don't know where I am if Blue asks.
Right, and where will you be, just so I know to tell him that you're not there?
I'll probably be butchering, but don't tell him that.
I won't tell him that you're butchering.
No, and just pass on, say I wish him the best and all that, and good luck to him. But let's see, we got this little game we play with a little stone, and I'm winning.
How are you?
So, yeah, and if he goes away with it, then I'm in. So,
right,
yeah. But you didn't see me, all right?
Didn't see you. Don't even remember your name.
It's Trog.
Trog, yes. Thanks, Trog.
I'm a butcher. We met the other night. You're the magic guy.
I hung around with you for 8 hours.
8 hours. Yeah, we did a lot of magic. I'm just terrible with names. Sorry, it's nothing personal.
That's easy. Well, that's why we name up here. It's easier to name by job than it is by person. That's why they call me Butcher, because I do the butchery, and they call Red Shepherd. And
sure.
That's how it works. Yeah.
That makes sense. Perfect. All right. Well, I won't tell Blue that you, Trog the Butcher, are in the butchers doing butchery.
Perfect.
All right.
Any magic before you go?
Oh yeah, sure. And I will use Thaumaturgy. I can't even speak again.
It's better every time.
It does. And I will, with that, I will cause all the unlocked doors and windows to open and slam shut in the shop for the next minute.
Jesus, that's a long time.
Amazing. As you're leaving, you do that. He's like, yes, and then shit, no, stop, no, fuck it, and you just see him like trying like his best to hold a cabinet, like a wooden cabinet, like Welsh dresser, shut as you're like making it, and he's like going back and forwards like this, trying to shut this cabinet. Yeah, as you exit the stalls.
Awful.
Brilliant. Cool. We should go find Blue and make a move. So we should and I'm going to ask Darian and well, sort of everyone, if we should tell Blue about this stone. Do we tell Blue? I mean, I don't want him to feel. I don't want him to feel like a loser.
Nah, we should leave it.
Oh, all right. Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough.
It's all fun and games, really.
It certainly is. Let's, where is he? Where is he? Back at Reds?
Let's get a move on. Otherwise, it's going to be dark before we even set off.
Let's go.
We've got to go get Blue. Get him up. Who wants to wake him up? Don't let me do it, because it might not be funny for him.
All right, I will.
Yeah.
I'll wake him up. I'll wake him up.
Good idea.
How are you waking him up?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of poke. So he's in the tent. So I'm going to poke my head into the tent, and I'm going to cast Mage Hand and give him like a wet willy.
Yes.
In the ear. But I'm like at the door, so I'm like sneakily doing it, so he can't see me from doing it.
Cool.
I'll take it.
Hang on. Would you mind if I narrated how I envision this?
Yeah. Let's go for it.
Okay. Pull out your flute very quietly. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
He's crawling. It's like crawling up.
Do 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 do. As you see a hand appear, it's a pale hand, human hand that's sort of like just missing the arm attached to it. It's just empty as it scuttles into the room. As you watch, it dips its fingertip into a glass and then scurries up Blue's shoulder and sticks it into Blue's ear.
Get out! Wait, what was that?
As he swats it away, it just disappears.
I'm still hidden. I'm still hidden.
Hello.
I feel both.
Wake up, you menace!
Oh, okay. Wait, what?
Come on.
Okay.
Come on, Blue. It's time to make a move.
Yeah. Okay, right. Have you guys, yeah. Yeah, I'll do. Okay.
Blue, we need to get to Shade Wallow.
Okay, that'll take a while. I don't know if there's any way to speed us up. We should probably get cloaks and stuff.
And
can we not get like a mount? Is there anything can we like try and find some sort of like horses or like anything of in a similar vein to speed up this process?
It would be a good idea, except there is a sheer drop that you have to climb. You climbed up to get up to here. And you have
goats? Giant goats.
Well,
that we can.
I mean, thinking of that, I can do a little bit, but I don't know how much I can do. I could make myself bigger, and I can become a big goat. But I don't know how many of you I can take. I don't think I can take everyone. Is the issue?
Can you summon some giant goats?
Oh, I mean, yeah, but only for like an hour or so. So we can make a little bit of time, but not every. Actually, no. So, funny thing, I'm a bit sleepy at the moment because I kind of stayed up all night to keep this place sort of, enriched. So I'm a little tapped at the moment.
Nice. Just what we needed.
Well, we can use that. We can use that idea on another day.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
just
tomorrow for sure.
Get down off this plateau and get
Yeah.
a move on.
I will throw Blue the spare cloak that we got from Trog. And
Oh, you got it from Trog? Where was he, by the way?
he was down in the shop. And he did this because obviously Barg's like in trouble. So he was at the shop, and then now I don't know where he's gone now. I guess he's still at the shop, maybe.
Oh, and you say we've got to go quick though? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah. We need to. We've been here enough now. It's lovely. Why? What's wrong with you?
No, it's fine. And
He sends his love.
I'll feel my hand to the back of my booty where the stone is. It's like, no, it's fine. Yeah, no, we'll still speak and stuff. I can send messages through Hawking and stuff. But he wins this round. Let's say it's fine. I'll be back. Redemption arc.
What round? What are you on about?
Oh, it's just like a punch buggy thing. It's fine.
Right.
Don't worry about it. Do you want to play?
No.
I was gonna say I didn't think you'd want to.
No, I'm quite happy. Just to be fair, I'm not very happy about punch buggy, but I'll keep playing with you.
And then I'll pat Saber on the shoulder and be like, "It's all right, buddy. One of these days you'll get better at it." And then I'll try and stealthily hide the pebble on Saber.
Give me a sleight of hand check against Saber's passive perception.
Oh, it's bad. 7.
Yeah, 15.
You go. You say that. Put your hand on Saber's shoulder. Try and slide the stone underneath his armor, and you hear it go king, 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 as it falls out the bottom of his underneath his armor. Just falls out onto the ground.
Whoa. Right. Okay. I said I didn't want to play.
Oh, I dropped my
game.
stone. Sorry. No, that's just my lucky stone. Sorry.
Oh, it's your lucky stone.
Yeah.
I'm going to kick it away before he can reach down and grab it.
My stone.
Give me an attack roll.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty good. What, do I add anything to that, or just straight attack? Unarmed.
Just add your proficiency to it.
Okay, so 13 plus 3, yeah. So 16.
Cool. You boot it 40 feet. You just literally run over, boot it, and it goes off towards the edge of the plateau this direction. And it falls into the grass.
Now no one gets to play. That's what you get.
Well, I've got to get it. I mean, it kind of matters.
Whoa.
Well, give me a second. Sorry. I'm going to run over and try and find this fucking pebble.
Cool.
You're adding time to this.
I said I didn't want to play.
You rush off in that direction, Blue, to find the stone. You get to the point where you think it fell, and get on your hands and knees and begin patting it in the grass, because the grass is sort of shoots that long, so unmown grass at this point. Yeah, so you go patting your way through. I need what's your passive perception?
16.
16. And then give me a investigation check.
Can I guidance?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot better. 8. What was it? Sorry. What check?
Investigation.
Investigation.
That's a +0 for me. So 22.
22. Yeah, you go over, and within a minute you find the stone, sort of embedded in the mud. You take it out, rub it off, and put it in your pocket. As you stand up to see flock of around 10 crows sort of flying in towards the plateau. From this distance, you can see that there's something underneath, like they're carrying something.
That's odd. I'll just point to them, I guess. Visibly, so everyone can see.
Is it a threat?
I'm just looking at them at the moment.
Anyone can give me a perception check if they wish.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. 8.
I only rolled a 9, so it's an 18.
That's a.
I ain't rolled a 9.
Only rolled an
It's
8.
my only thing, guys. It's my only thing.
Anyone else roll higher than that?
I got
Massive
15.
higher than that.
Okay. Blue, what do you shout out as you point?
My passive
I don't think I do shout anything. I think I just like,
point.
a slow point to it. Yeah.
Kaya, as you sort of look up, you can see that they're carrying not an object, but a creature. And the creature they are carrying, you have met before. I think everyone here has met before, apart from Darian.
Bullet.
Or potentially, I'm not sure. You can see the plumage of a red and blue coloured bird. A hawk, in fact. As you spot Hawkeen Phoenix being carried underneath in the talons of 3 of these crows.
Okay. I don't see that.
And Blue's seen it.
Blue's like pointed at the crows coming in because
Do I see
there's like
what it is,
8
though?
crows. Pardon?
Do I see who it is?
Not from this distance.
Blue, I think that's your friend.
I don't know. Well, I mean, there's a lot of them. Probably. There's probably a group of friends up there.
I mean, in the
Well, they're carrying something. What are they carrying?
yeah. I think it's your friend Hawkeen.
I'll just be in shock, not saying anything. I guess I just waited for them to get here. How far away are they?
300 feet, closing. Pretty quick.
I mean, there's nothing I can do to help that, so I guess I'll just walk closer, or run closer to them until it gets to an edge.
Yeah. As you run closer, Blue, you realise that these crows are belong to Ranger. They all bear like a little ribbon tied around one of their feet, and they sort of expertly dive and drop Hawkeen into your arms as you hold your arms outstretched. You feel the sort of... He's still warm, still breathing, still got a beating heart, but the breathing's lumbered. It's sort of like just sort of rattly breath coming from this hawk.
I immediately use the healing word from Picklestaff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I forget how I use that.
So use a charge.
I use a charge, but I've not got like a spell button for it. Does that cast?
Oh, I see.
I just roll it. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I can't make it higher, I don't think.
No, you can't upcast it. You can use it twice, but you can't use it. So I think it's healing word you can use twice. But if you do, you can only use the Spirit Guardians once with the charges you've got.
Yeah, it's my best friend. I'll use. No offense, Saber, and everyone else. Sorry. Yeah, I'm using 2, so that's +3 on each, I guess. So they get 4 plus 7, so they get 11 health.
Cool. You see the chest of the hawk begin to, like, the breathing's very like lumbered on one side as it begins to, like, the plumage begins to soften. These feathers all sort of wound up the wrong way, have sort of flattened out, and you see the breathing settles as a like little beady yellow eye opens.
It's okay. You're okay. Don't worry. What's okay? Hello. Hi. Hey, buddy.
You alright, Blue?
Hey, how's it going? What's up, buddy?
Oh, been a minute.
Yeah.
Where am I?
You're at Blizzard's Peak, just about. What's the last thing you remember doing? You were down in Shadeswallow, right? Ranger said last night.
Yeah. She had. Well, I got him out.
You got him out. Is this?
Yeah. You see these like crows are just circling above you. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it looks like they got you out.
And he sort of like ruffles his feathers up, and you can see that there's like a very like fresh wound of like an arrow in one of his like in the side of him.
I look back to Saber weirdly.
Not me. I've still got all my arrows. I'm assuming I'm gonna start walking over.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I might cast Cure Wounds.
Maybe if I'm feeling like it, you know.
We'll see. I might just shoot him again with an arrow.
Or a jab.
There's some new occupants of Shadeswallow.
What kind?
Not too friendly. Not friendly ones.
What do they look like?
Lifts of winged wing. That's right, a feathered wing. That's the one. And points at Z.
I don't know what that means. They look like a beautiful Cuban person, maybe.
Apparently, they from what, and he points at the crows. What they say if they've arrived a couple of days ago.
Oh, are they pirates? Oh shit.
No ship.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can go back to Shadeswallow.
Well, that's where we've got to go to get.
It's the only place that's got boats out here.
Yeah. You said you had a bait waiting.
Yeah, no. Well, if I knew it was if it's the boat I'm thinking of, I don't want to go there.
Why?
On hearing that, Z says, "Right, no time like the present. Let's get going."
I agree. I will cast Cure Wounds to give him on Hawkeem Phoenix to give him an extra 6 hit points.
Nice.
Just so he's not so beat up.
So you guys, yeah. He hops up onto Blue's shoulder. Sort of readjusts. Yeah, I'll come with you if you want.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, are you sure? I mean, I don't want to obviously step in the way of you and, Cheryl.
Yeah, I got a score to settle now.
Nice. It'd be nice to have you back again.
I don't think Saber can understand him.
Oh, can I not? Does he not speak? Does he not speak Draconic? No.
Funnily enough, no.
That whole no.
You've been talking to yourself this whole time, mate.
Oh, it's that stupid bird I tried to kill, and he's just squawking at everyone. What's he saying, Blue? Tell him I'm going to shoot him again unless he speaks common.
No, he said that there's in Shadewallow the people have come and there may be pirates that look.
They are pirates. But the pirates that I'm hoping it's not them, to be honest with you.
Wait, the pirates that you've what?
Look, we've got a couple of days before we get there. I'm sure we can. I'll keep you well versed in who I think it might be when we get down there.
Well, why don't you just tell us now?
Let's walk and talk.
Let's just walk
Yeah.
and talk.
Let's walk and
Let's
talk.
not end the session though.
As you walk
Absolutely
towards,
not.
Red is going to turn to Blue. Sort of as the rest of you sort of like rush off towards the edges. Blue, you got a sec for your dad?
Yeah. I guess a quick one because I think we're going. But yeah, of course. What's up?
He just rushes you and gives you a big hug.
Oh.
He says, "Look, I want you to stay, but I know you can't, and I appreciate that. But I'll keep my ear to the ground with the ovum. I'll find out what's going on, and I'll let you know as soon as I know anything. And just look after yourself, all right? And look after these lot. They're good people."
Yeah. Well, like you said, Hawking can probably head back every now and then and maybe deliver messages. And yeah, thanks for please keep me updated on any of the open stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna miss you too, Dad. But like you say, we've got some real stuff to do. We've got to make sure that this place can stay here and everyone can continue to live their lives. So yeah, I don't know. It's hopefully if the world starts to turn like evil, maybe just go inside and have some of that dwarven whiskey or something. But we'll try and make that not happen. But yeah, I love you, Dad, and I'll see you soon. We'll be back. Don't worry.
Love you too, son. Take care of yourself. And he gives you another big squeeze and lets you go. Yeah. As you guys rush towards the edge of the plateau.
Continue for another hour.
And begin to make your way down the cliff. Can I have? Well, first of all, it's like pretty much it's like a path that's been carved out of the stone, but it's also like broken at certain points. So, how are you guys planning to get from the top to the bottom?
Good question.
Well, we've got some rope now, luckily.
I've got a grappling hook that we could potentially use.
I can be a goat for 3 hours, and then another.
You could ferry us down.
I could, run the rope.
How long is the drop?
It's pretty big, I think.
Yeah, 300 feet.
Oh, maybe the grappling hook might not be up.
It's
to
not.
We climbed
It's not
down.
like it sort of curves at the bottom, so it's not like a full straight drop. So it does curve down, but it is very steep.
Yeah.
We climbed up it, so we climbed down it.
Yeah. I think that's it.
I will lead the way.
Cool. It sort of goes down. There are like stone shelves, as it goes up. So it's sort of the old path would have wound its way up, but over time is sort of like broken, and people have just taken new routes to bypass it as it zigzags down. So, okay, I'm going to need strength saving throws from everybody in the party.
Strength.
Mm-hmm.
What about a bit of dex? Dex might be all right. I'm
if
nimble
you fall.
on my toes. Oh, that's definitely me then.
18 for Z.
Oh my good god!
I rolled a 19. With
Strength, sorry.
Yeah.
I rolled a 0.
Oh.
Oh. I got a dirty 20.
See, I told you I used every ounce of my luck, and now it's starting to bite me on the arse.
Now you got a full 200 feet.
An 18. If it's
18.
saving throw, right? Rather than just
Saving throw. Yeah.
18.
Cool. You guys work your way down the zigzaggy path, having to climb down sections, abseil down others to sort of speed the process up. So I know you're all keen to get away as quickly as you can. The crows that are sort of, as you guys begin to go down, they sort of swoop off. Let's leave it up to the dice.
Yeah.
I'll start writing my new character now, I think. 200 feet, a 0. I'm going to spill the beans on the info on these people we might have to deal with, and I'm dead before I can say anything.
Don't worry, we'll keep your flute as a memento.
when Z said that she would lead the way, Z also realizes that she is potentially the strongest amongst us. So she was also watching
I also
how
want to be
everyone else was doing as well.
Yeah, there's like I said, there's like it sort of goes down, but there are like steps, like stone shelves that you can stop and have a rest at and things like that. As you're approaching the first stone shelf, you're about 30 feet up, Darian, and you go for a handhold, which comes away as you grab hold of it, and as it comes away, you've already let go with your other hand, and you just fall backwards. You take 28 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit this stone shelf.
Christ.
There's nothing we
All
can
the
do
wind
to-
is knocked
Was
out
there
of
no
you.
way of us catching him? No.
Not on a 0, unfortunately, as he just falls 30 feet. Yeah.
How much
onto
damage was that,
the
sorry?
28 points of bludgeoning
So
damage.
I couldn't have thorn whipped him and pulled him closer. It's fine.
I think it. Yeah, just gonna say he
It's
falls.
fine. Yeah,
Just
it's,
on a
it's
0.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I
If he'd slipped, I would have given you a thing. But yeah, on that, he's just
No, yeah.
hit the deck.
You're right. You're right.
Wow.
Yeah. All
I've got
the wind
7
knocked out of
HP.
you. Yeah.
I feel like the day's only just begun.
If only you could heal yourself.
Z will
Yes.
pick Darian up, brush him off, and just say maybe double check on those handholds before putting the weight on them.
Cheers, Z. And I brushed myself down to try and swish my hair a few times just to try and make myself feel a bit better. And yeah, I don't know, carry on, I guess, a bit more cautiously.
I'm gonna cast a healing word on Darian at a 3rd level, so he
Oof.
hopefully gets some hit
Go
points. 4,
Healing
8,
word, are you
9, 10,
sure?
11. Yeah, that's 3d3. Oh, sorry, cure wounds. No, I did say healing word. I meant cure wounds.
That
That's
sounds even better.
that's what I meant. Cure wounds. Watch this roll be worse. Is that all right, DM? Cure wounds. Cool. Thanks. Sweet.
Do what you want. It's your spells.
It's better to ask for
13.
forgiveness than permission.
This. Do you know that's weirdly exactly the same. 15 hit points.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Sorry.
Thank you. Nice.
Yeah.
Back to 22. I'll take it.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
Yeah, you gotta be
as
careful with
it's
some of these steps, mate.
Normally, I'm pretty sure I got very good footwork, but I don't know. Must be the altitude.
I don't know. I just don't think we can, afford many slip-ups. So, let's just try and keep an eye on each other, right?
All right. I'm sorry.
No, it's not a problem. I just mean, I think, maybe we should have a system. Like, everyone has kind of like an alternate buddy. Like, if everyone picks someone that they keep an eye on, and then everyone's keeping an eye on someone. And then if you lose your buddy, then, you'd let everyone else know.
Nice. I like it. Good idea.
I'll keep an eye on you, then.
Yeah, I mean, you could just turn into a goat and I'll just get on the back of it. That sounds like a good idea. I just want a goat. I know I've already said it a couple of times, but I want to ride a goat.
I feel sorry enough for you that I will turn into a goat.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Is there such thing as a dire goat that I can be?
There is now.
There is a
now.
dire goat. There is.
Can I?
What size goat can you transform into, though? Just out of curiosity.
I mean, that's a very good question. Let's
The
find
dire
out
size.
If you can turn into a dire wolf, you can turn into a dire goat.
That is my belief. Yes.
Seems logical, yeah. Unless it's just something left for level 20, I guess.
I want to save his character sheet. Sorry. Yeah. I don't know why I've had your
Okay.
character sheet open the entire session. It's probably driving you nuts because it says that I'm looking at your sheet, doesn't it?
I don't have. No, no,
Fine.
it doesn't. It doesn't.
Giving you a
What is-
character audit.
I'm not seeing it, to be honest. I'm just seeing goat and giant goat.
I guess giant goat still fits the description.
Yeah, it's a large beast. Could maybe carry 2 people.
I'm light. Kinda. On a good day.
So yeah, it's all about the challenge rating, so
Half.
I'm sure it will be.
I can turn into creatures that are half.
A giant goat is half.
It is, yeah.
So yeah, you can turn into a giant goat.
Nice.
Yeah. I do it. So, if anyone else wants a lift, I'll look expectantly at the seat behind Darius.
I'll give Blue a little pat on the back, kind of trying to entice someone else to join me.
Dava, why don't you jump up and we'll try and get a wriggle on? I'm sure myself and Kaya can look after ourselves.
Yeah, let's let them make the ladies walk.
Yes.
Basically, they're saying that we're the burden, Saber. So let's just we'll just shut up and put up. I think.
Yeah, we're the problem.
Saber's in quite heavy armor, and you took a little bit of a fall there, sweetie. So we'll give it a go. It's probably wrong. I'm happy to switch, but seems semi-sensible.
Yeah.
No, I'm feeling good up here. It makes me feel nice. Let's go.
You scamper down the next portion, or 3 portions of the this cliff with ease, Blue, as being a mountain goat.
Sure-footed boy.
Sure-footed boy, as you scamper down and down. You two on the back, holding on for dear life, as Blue just leaps from rock to rock, which is pretty daunting at some points, as he's sort of standing all 4 hooves on one tiny little square of rock. But he makes his way down. The other 2, Z and Kaya, can I have we'll just call it one last strength saving throw from the 2 of you to get down the next 3 portions, as it sort of levels out.
Don't get a 0.
14.
14.
13.
13. Cool. That succeeds. You guys scramble down. It take a little bit longer. You take it a little bit calmer after seeing Darian slip. You guys sort of carefully make your way down. As you descend the next sort of curved bit of the mountain, and you're in this giant pass, this long pass of mountains on either side. It's cold, but not unbearable with your new fur coats on. Darian with his little woolly hat, which has got a big rip in the top of it, but still sort of having to fold it in on itself to keep the heat in. But it's nice, snug. Smells strongly of sheep, but yeah, it's okay. You're on a goat anyway.
Has it started to flatten out a bit now? Shallow out?
Yeah, so as you get to the bottom of it, it begins. You're in this giant gully, basically this big valley between 2 sets of mountains.
Knowing that Blue probably hasn't got long left with his wild shape, Z will start jogging and getting a book on, because he knows that Saber's going to possibly hold us back a little bit when he's on foot.
I did mention out loud to you before that I can do 3 hours, and I've got 2 uses, and then a short rest will reset those. So
then, as long as everyone follows me, Z starts to jog. Picture the scene from Lord of the Rings when they're running over the plains.
Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Kyle will start to get left behind and then face up to try and get in front again. And do that for the 3 times.
Cool.
I'm picturing the Lord of the Rings music, but as a goat bleating.
As you guys rush off down this valley, and that is where we're going to cut tonight's session.
No, keep
We're going to
another hour.
I'm not going to keep going.
Part 3.
I know. I know you would love me to keep going, and I would love to keep going, but we are going to cut it there, tonight's session. But I hope you guys enjoyed it and enjoyed your new level 6 characters.
Look at them.
Yeah.
So
and
strong.
your new magical items.
Yes, we got some cool gear this session, guys.
Yeah. And as always, and again, happy birthday, David. Many happy returns, and
Yeah,
happy
much
birthday
appreciated.
for Luke for a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
Because I think we missed it. We were off. Yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys have lovely birthdays or had lovely birthdays. And we will. You're old now. Yeah.
I'm the youngest I'm ever going to be right now. But yeah, bye. Let's leave
Bye.
on that.
Have a lovely couple of weeks, and we'll see you guys again for session 35.
Oh, yes.
Laters.
Bye.